I raise dinosaurs in the apocalypse. This video is purely for entertainment and does not infringe on copyrights or laws. The rights to the novel and image belong to the original author. We do not claim ownership. Don't like waiting and want to listen to this fanfic in full now? Subscribe to our Patreon, where you'll find the best fanfics. Chapter 151. English teacher again. On the rooftop of a hospital, a young girl, holding a scalpel, was muttering happily. Although the scalpel is sharp, the blade is thin and easy to break, and it is not suitable for dealing with zombies. However, as long as it is combined with a ravaged blade, the scalpel can become sharp as iron and hard to break. This is really too perfect. Ravaged blade, combined with the scalpel in hand, it is absolutely a one-by-one kill when chopping zombies. Thinking of this, Jing couldn't help but put her eyes on the zombies wandering on the street. She had an eager expression on her face. How about I go and chop a few zombies to practice? When she wanted to go downstairs, she remembered the advice of her female colleague Ma. It is very dangerous in the end times. Don't act alone. How about I take Ma with me to fight zombies together? Jing had a new idea. She came to the bedroom and was about to wake up her female colleague Ma when she remembered Ma's unhappy expression. Forget it. She likes to sleep in so much that she definitely doesn't want to go with me to fight zombies. In the end, Jing decided to sneak downstairs to kill zombies alone. Anyway, the zombies downstairs are ordinary zombies with slow movements. I am a new human with superpowers, so I don't have to be afraid. Thinking of this, Jing went downstairs without hesitation, squeak open the lock and gently push open the iron door. The courtyard of the hospital had been cleaned up, but after a night, there were 7 or 8 new ordinary zombies. It's you, skinny guy. Jing looked around for a while and locked onto a thin teenage zombie. Judging from the school uniform on his body, he seemed to be a middle school student from a nearby school. But, no matter what his identity was in his life, now that he has become a zombie, he is already a monster. Jing had seen these terrible monsters bite to death the friendly doctors and nurses in the office. Therefore, she had no burden at all when it came to killing zombies. Bending over like a clever cat, Jing quietly touched the back of the middle school student zombie. Ho! The middle school student zombie wrinkled its nose, as if it smelled the human flesh of Jing behind it. But before it could turn around, swish, a golden light flashed. The head flew up, dirty blood splattered everywhere. Bang! The headless corpse fell straight to the ground. Haha, it was killed in one cut. Looking at the scalpel still stained with dirty blood, Jing jumped up excitedly. Just now, with a light horizontal slash, the zombie's neck was simply cut off. When cutting the neck, Jing felt that her palm was almost not hindered by strong force. As she expected, the diamond blade, combined with the slender and sharp scalpel, was indeed indestructible and could cut through anything. Ho! A zombie fell down, and more zombies surrounded him. Although ordinary zombies are stronger than normal people, their IQ is too low and their movements are too clumsy. Jing held the scalpel and swam round like a fish in the encirclement of many zombies. The light of the diamond blade danced a dance of death between the zombies' arms, necks, and heads. In about 3 minutes, all the ordinary zombies that could move fell to the ground. Even though her body was stained with the smelly black zombie blood, Jing didn't care at all. On the contrary, there was a stronger fire of fighting burning in her clear eyes. Keep going, find some more zombies to chop. Jing, who was getting braver and braver in the battle, was no longer satisfied with these ordinary zombies. She needed to chop off the head of a mutant zombie to verify her strength. Jing walked east along the street. She chopped as she walked. The poor ordinary zombies all suffered from Jing's poisonous hands. Whenever the golden light flashed, there must be a zombie's head that was separated from its neck. 10 minutes later, puff, the scalpel wrapped in golden light stabbed into the zombie's eye socket and directly pierced the zombie's brain. I've been looking for so long, but there's not a single mutant zombie. I'm so tired. I'd better go back. Hey, I smell so bad. The original text is available at LU number 9/. Jing, who had been fighting for 10 minutes in a row, was sweating and panting at the moment. Turning around, Jing was about to return to the hospital. Then she took a nice hot bath to wash off the dirt on her body, but in the end, a zombie with white eyes entered Jing's sight. It's a mutant zombie, jumping. When you actively look for a mutant zombie, it will never appear. When you give up, it will just appear at the corner of the alley. Forget it. I've used up too much energy. Although Jing really wanted to compete with jumping zombie, she felt the fatigue coming from all over her body. So, for the sake of her own life, she decided to give up the fight with jumping zombie. Boy, don't run. I'll come to you after I take a shower and eat a full meal. Jing shouted in a low voice. Because they were far away, jumping zombie couldn't hear Jing's words, and therefore didn't notice Jing's existence. Jing was about to leave quietly, and suddenly, ah, help! There are zombies! A scream broke the tranquility of the early morning. It was the cry of a girl. Change, change, mutated zombies. It's a mutated zombie. Don't save her. Let's run. Then, a panicked man's voice came. Jing looked at the source of the voice, and the speaker seemed to be in a nearby supermarket. From what they said, Jing could guess that they might have encountered mutated zombies while collecting supplies. Someone asked for help, and Jing ran without saying a word, rushing towards the supermarket. Save people. Go save people quickly. If you run too slow, the poor humans will be eaten by the ferocious mutated zombies. Jumping zombie also heard the call from the supermarket, and its turbid eyes flashed with excited spiritual light. Jumping zombie quickly jumped towards the supermarket. Eat people. Go eat people quickly. If you jump too slowly, the delicious humans will be eaten by other greedy zombies. 50 meters away, the gate of True Huis supermarket. 7 or 8 middle school students in school uniforms and a teacher were running out of the gate in panic. However, inside the supermarket, there was still a girl's voice coming from inside. Don't abandon me. Don't abandon. Ah! The girl's cry for help stopped abruptly. So, the other survivors turned around and ran away in even greater fear. Among the survivors, the teacher ran the fastest. It was probably the English teacher. He just ran to the corner of the street and had no time to catch his breath. Suddenly, there was a bang. The hurriedly rushed, jumping zombie fell heavily in front of the English teacher. P.S. Author words: don't ask, just ask the English teacher. Chapter 152. Chapter 153, Humiliation under the crotch. The wolf is coming. What should we do if we can't beat it? Run. But we can't outrun it either. What should we do? You don't have to run faster than the wolf, just run faster than your companions. After encountering the mutant zombies in the supermarket, the male English teacher remembered the joke above. He meticulously implemented the truth in the joke and ran away, leaving all the students behind. Ha ha ha, this way, even if the mutant zombies chase me out, I don't have to be afraid, he thought proudly. However, when he ran to the corner of the street, he happened to face the jumping zombie, who came over. Looking at the white light in the eyes of the jumping zombie, the English teacher felt a heat in his lower body. Then, a yellow liquid flowed out of his trouser legs. Ding-tack! The jumping zombie opened its bloody mouth and the smelly and sticky saliva dripped on the English teacher's forehead. He was so frightened that he couldn't move, and he couldn't even run away, let alone wipe the disgusting saliva on his forehead. Death is just around the corner. At this moment, the English teacher's heart stopped beating. Just when the English teacher was in despair, he suddenly caught a glimpse of a figure from the corner of his eye. It was a girl holding a scalpel in her hand. It was Jing. The English teacher was also a person who often listened to the radio. From those cultivation experts, the English teacher knew all kinds of strange superpowers. When he saw Jing's scalpel shining with golden light, he immediately understood. This is a new human with the superpower of Vajrablade. There is salvation. She can definitely defeat the jumping zombie in front of her. I am saved. The light of hope emerged again in the desperate heart of the English teacher. Although someone who can save herself appeared, Jing was a full 20 meters away from her. At such a long distance, even if Jing was a sprint champion, she would not have time to save herself from the mouth of the jumping zombie. What can I do? The English teacher felt the sticky and wet zombie saliva on his forehead, and his frightened eyes gradually became firm. Just now, I had no choice. Now, hope is right in front of me. I must hold on to it. Under the pressure of death, the English teacher's intelligence suddenly rose to an unprecedented level. In just 1/10,000th of a second, the English teacher came up with a perfect solution. That is, drilling under the crotch. The jumping zombie in front of him is 2 meters tall, while the English teacher is only 1.5 meters tall. Such a huge difference in size makes it impossible for the English teacher to beat the jumping zombie. However, it is precisely because of this height difference that the English teacher only needs to bend down and kick his legs too easily and simply drill under the crotch of the jumping zombie. As long as he slips behind the jumping zombie, he can at least buy 2 to 3 seconds of precious time. This time is enough to delay until Mirongjing runs over to save herself. This method will definitely work. In ancient times, there was Hansen's humiliation under the crotch, and now there is the English teacher's survival under the crotch. Ha ha ha, I am so smart, the English teacher thought complacently. Because of the hope of survival, the English teacher's body, which was so frightened that he could not move, returned to normal again. He bent down decisively and kicked his legs, pulling open the thighs of the jumping zombie. The English teacher buried his head. Half a second before his body was bitten by the zombie, he successfully slipped through the crotch with his short body and slipped behind the jumping zombie. Success! Ha ha ha, I succeeded. However, what surprised him was, although Mirongjing, who rushed over, found the English teacher at the first time, Mirongjing did not run over to save the English teacher immediately, because Mirongjing also found 7 or 8 students at the entrance of the supermarket. Behind these students who were fleeing in panic, there were 2 giant hand zombies chasing them. The giant hand zombie opened its huge palm and would beat those poor students into meat paste in a second. I must save them, Mirongjing thought firmly in his heart. However, the English teacher not far away was about to be swallowed by the jumping zombie. Should I save those poor students, or should I save the short English teacher? A difficult choice was placed in front of Mirongjing. On one side are the flowers of the motherland, and on the other side are the gardeners who water the flowers. No matter which side it is, Mirongjing doesn't want to give up. However, in terms of her own strength, she can only save one side. So, which side should I choose? The original text is available at LU number 9/. There is no time to hesitate. Mirongjing must make her decision quickly. If she hesitates too long, both the teacher and the students will die, and she can't save any of them. Save more. There is only one teacher, but there are 7 students. Mirongjing decisively chose to save 7. She looked at the English teacher with great guilt. Jumping zombie. The English teacher next to her saw Mirongjing looking at him affectionately and thought she was coming to save him. The English teacher was very happy. However, in the complex eyes of the English teacher who were stunned, puzzled, and angry, Mirongjing ran to the students. Why? She was clearly looking at me. Why did she run to the supermarket? No, wow. Dear fairy sister, beautiful fairy girl, come and save me. Come back and save me. The English teacher roared and shouted desperately at Mirongjing's back. At this time, the jumping zombie had turned around and lowered its head again, biting his head. No tilde. The English teacher shouted unwillingly. No, I still have hope. Don't give up. Never give up. Persistence is victory. The English teacher came up with a plan. He bent down again, and drilled through the crotch of the jumping zombie. I drill tilde. I drill tilde. I drill hard. He decided to drill through the crotch continuously until Mirongjing came to support him. On the other side, facing 2 menacing, giant hand zombies, Mirongjing chose to throw one and carry the other. With a throw, he threw the scalpel with the Vajra blade in his hand directly at the latter's forehead. Puff! The brain of a giant hand zombie was pierced and it fell down with a bang. Mirongjing had no time to celebrate her precise technique. She had to deal with another zombie with her bare hands, who the remaining giant hand zombie was slapping a fleeing female student. Seeing this, Mirongjing jumped with all her strength without hesitation. Then, with both hands, she pushed hard, and the female student was instantly pushed away from the giant hand zombie's big hand. But, bang, there was a muffled sound. Murong-jing, who sacrificed herself to save others, was hit hard by a heavy palm. P.S. Author words: is there anyone you hate? For example, a teacher in a certain subject, or a classmate who borrowed money and didn't pay it back, or an ex-girlfriend who always farts. Tell me her name, and I will let her taste the humiliation under the crotch of zombies. Chapter 153. There are still zombies. Ah, sister, the rescued female student shouted in great sorrow at Murong-jing, who was hit by the palm. The people who were originally fleeing stood still because of Murong-jing's heroic act of sacrificing herself to save others. Fuck, I'll fight you, the rescued female student, although she was just an ordinary person, although she couldn't beat the giant hand zombie in front of her. However, she picked up the iron rod in her hand and rushed towards the zombie without hesitation. Fight. Even if I get eaten, I will poke your eyeballs out, the female student thought angrily. However, before she took a step, a crisp shout rang out from under the palm of the giant hand zombie. Blade. Start. As the voice fell, a dazzling golden light flashed from the back of the giant hand zombie's hand. Puff 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 tilde. The 5 thick fingers of the huge palm were cut off by the golden light. Purple-black dirty blood gushed out. Murong-jing stood up slowly from the ground with a foul smell of dirty blood. A touch of scarlet slowly flowed from the corner of her mouth. In her right hand, she held a sharpened iron rod. At this moment, the surface of the iron rod was shining with dazzling golden light. Just now, after Murong-jing was hit by a palm, although her internal organs were bleeding heavily due to the terrifying force. However, Murong-jing did not faint, because she understood that there were fragile ordinary people waiting for her rescue. She was an ordinary nurse in the hospital, and the nurse's duty was to protect the lives of others. I have to save them. I can still fight. I must continue to fight. The strong belief in saving others made Murong-jing's seriously injured body surge with amazing strength. She gritted her teeth and groped for an iron rod from the ground. The superpower, Blade, was decisively activated. The sharpened iron rod suddenly became extremely hard and sharp. With a fierce slash, the 5 fingers of the giant hand zombie were neatly cut off. Sister, be careful. As soon as she stood up, someone next to her reminded her anxiously. At the same time, there was a strong sound of wind above her head. Looking up, it was the giant hand zombie who slapped down angrily. Murong-jing kicked to the side and dodged the palm in time. The giant hand zombie found that its palm had missed, and it mechanically turned its head and looked at Murong-jing, who jumped to the side. It raised its palm and was about to attack again. But, puff, an iron rod covered with golden light pierced straight into its eye socket, and then half of it emerged from the back of the giant hand zombie's head. The giant hand zombie only had time to spit out half a syllable before it fell to the ground with a bang. Murong-jing fought 1 against 2, won a great victory, and successfully saved 8 students. Wait, there seems to be another teacher. Without time to rest, Murong-jing turned around and rushed towards the jumping zombie. But, it was too late, because, when Murong-jing turned around, the jumping zombie suddenly squatted down. In this way, the English teacher had no crotch to hide. The jumping zombie's eyes showed a hint of teasing, as if saying, "Come on, shorty, hide. Keep hiding. 1 person and 1 corpse. You look at me, I look at you." After a half-second of silent confrontation, "Help!" the English teacher only had time to spit out half a syllable before the clever, jumping zombie bit his head to pieces. Bright red blood sprayed all over the jumping zombie's face. At this point, the English teacher who imitated Hansen's humiliation under the crotch died. Other students watched the cruel scene of the jumping zombie biting the English teacher. Some turned their heads away and dared not to look, while others could not help but shed tears. Read the original text at 6 number 9 at books/bar. However, there were also people who looked gloating, because the English teacher left everyone behind and ran away first, which made some students resentful. Murong-jing, on the other hand, clenched her fists with a look of self-blame. She could have saved the teacher, but she chose to give up on him. The reason was that she was too weak. If she was faster, If she was stronger, she could save the poor teacher after defeating the giant hand zombie. Too weak. I am really too weak. I need more powerful strength. Looking at the English teacher who was torn apart by the jumping zombie, Mirongjing wanted to have powerful strength at this moment. Only with absolute power can more people be saved. Lend me the iron rod. Mirongjing grabbed the iron rod in the hand of the female student next to her. Vajra blade. Activate. Swish. The glowing iron rod was thrown with great force, like an arrow. In an instant, it flew over a distance of several dozen meters. The jumping zombie was eating, concentrating on tasting the delicious meat of the English teacher, and didn't notice the iron rod coming at it. Puff. Its head was pierced by the iron rod. So, this 2-meter-tall, jumping zombie, died. After killing the jumping zombies, Mirongjing looked apologetic and whispered to the English teacher whose body was torn into pieces, "I'm sorry." At this time, the female student who was rescued just now ran up happily and held Mirongjing's hands. "Thank you, new human sister, for saving my life." A bitter smile appeared at the corner of Mirongjing's mouth, and she shook her head and said, "You're welcome." The other students also gathered around and thanked Mirongjing. "Fairy sister, you are so powerful. You knocked down 2 giant hand zombies in an instant." "Beautiful sister, thank you very much for saving our lives. If you hadn't arrived in time, I'm afraid we would all be dead." "By the way, is your superpower the Vajra blade?" "So powerful, so awesome." "Miss, what's your name? Do you have a boyfriend? Would you like to consider me?" Amid the flattery of the crowd, Mirongjing's heavy mood improved a little. However, a short-haired girl among these students did not come forward to thank them. Instead, she looked at the door of Zenshihua's supermarket with a solemn look, and whispered in fear, "There are mutant zombies inside." A male classmate next to her saw that the short-haired girl was not right, and asked with concern, "Daiyuiyu, what did you say just now?" The short-haired girl pointed to the depths of the dark door, her lips trembling, and she tried to increase the volume of her mouth. There are more powerful mutant zombies." Chapter 154 Level 3 Zombie appears. When the short-haired girl raised her voice, many people heard it and turned their heads, with expressions of unwillingness to believe on their faces. "What? There are mutant zombies? Are you mistaken? 2 giant hand zombies are scary enough. There can't be more zombies." Daiyui's senses are always accurate. Maybe there are really stronger zombies in there. If there are stronger ones, wouldn't it be a level 2 mutant zombie? It must be wrong. If Daiyui's senses were accurate enough, we would have discovered the giant hand zombie in there a long time ago. Some people raised doubts. Some didn't believe Daiyui's words at all, and some people believed the short-haired girl's words in panic. Everyone had different attitudes. At this time, Mirongjing frowned and stood up. She waved her hand to calm everyone's voices. "Stop talking. No matter if there are still mutant zombies in there, let's leave here first." The great benefactor Mirongjing spoke, and everyone naturally agreed with her opinion and decisively surrounded her and left. Mirongjing touched her abdomen and could feel that her internal organs were bleeding continuously. She had to return to her residence in the hospital to recuperate in order to recover from her injuries. Fortunately, she had successfully evolved into a new human being and her physical quality had been greatly improved. Although her internal organs had problems, they would probably be able to return to normal in 2 or 3 days. Mirongjing led many students and prepared to go back. Suddenly, the short-haired girl named Daiyui stopped. She pointed at the door of Zenshihua's supermarket with trembling fingers. Her face turned pale and beads of sweat rolled down from her forehead one by one. "It's out! It's out! They're out!" "What's out?" Everyone looked at the short-haired girl named Daiyui in confusion. Unexpectedly, after the short-haired girl finished speaking, her eyes rolled back and she fainted. She was about to fall backwards with her body straight. Mirongjing stepped forward and quickly hugged her to prevent her from falling on the hard concrete floor. At the same time, Mirongjing also looked at the gate of Rilhua's supermarket with great doubt. It would be fine if she didn't look, but she was shocked when she looked. At this time, the sun in the valley in the east had not yet climbed out. It was only slightly bright all around. The gate of Real Hua's supermarket was as dark as ink. Looking closely, Jing found that the dark gate was like a big mouth of a giant beast. There was a terrifying breath coming out of the gate. There is something. There must be something in the gate. Swish swish swish. The hairs on her arms stood up one by one. Jing couldn't help but shiver before the things in the supermarket came out. A weird atmosphere filled the surroundings, and everyone stopped and looked back. It seemed that a powerful monster was walking out of the Real Hua's supermarket. A faint pressure enveloped everyone's heart. Silence, silence, everyone dared not speak. Squeak. The door of Zhenli Hua's supermarket, which had not been lubricated for a long time, was slowly pushed open. A 3-meter-tall figure walked out. On its head, it wore a yellow hat. On the hat were printed the words Zhenli Hua, come back again. On its body, it wore a bright yellow supermarket work clothes. On the work clothes, there was a pattern of Zhenli Hua, come back again, embroidered. However, there was clearly a machete stuck in its belly. Everyone widened their eyes and took a closer look. Looking at its face, the nose of the 3-meter giant had disappeared, leaving only a bloody wound. Purple and black dirty blood flowed out of the wound. This means that this person has been dead for a long time. The dead can walk. What else could it be but a zombie? But, looking at its eyes again, it was not turbid grayish-white, but the normal human pupils with clear white and black. According to the information provided by the cultivation experts on the radio, the mutant zombies with normal human eyes have a strength level of 3. Yes, this 3-meter giant is actually a level 3 mutant zombie. Someone with a quick mind immediately realized the horror of the opponent, and he said tremblingly, the original text is on the 6 number 9 ed book. Bar, level 3 zombie. Dodge, 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 let's dodge. After saying that, he did not run away immediately. Run, everyone, run, it's a level 3 zombie. We are no match for it at all. Everyone, run quickly, don't look back. What are you standing there for? Run away, someone else shouted loudly. But that person did not run away either. He just stood there and kept urging everyone to run away. Can't move. It seems we can't move. Finally, someone found the reason. Yes. I tried desperately to move my legs, but they just didn't obey me. Not only my legs. I couldn't lift my hands either. What's going on? What happened? What's wrong with my body? Oh, new human sister, what about you? Can you move? Everyone was talking anxiously. In the end, they all put their hopes on the great benefactor Jing. Jing moved her fingers, and a horrified expression appeared on her face. I can only move my little finger. Even the great benefactor who was a new human couldn't move, let alone these ordinary people who had no spiritual energy in their bodies. Everyone was stunned and became anxious. Someone tried to find a solution, and asked Jing desperately, new human sister, what is going on? Do you know? Jing swallowed her saliva and answered with difficulty, this is the level of suppression. Whether it is a new human or a mutant zombie, as long as it enters the level 3 stage, it will produce an absolute suppression force. As long as you are not a level 3 strong man, you will be suppressed by this overbearing suppression force and your whole body cannot move. Not only you, but also me, except for being able to speak with our mouths, we can't do anything. Jing explained again with despair. Now she is just a level 1 new human who has just awakened superpowers, and she can't fight against the enemy who is a level 3 mutant zombie. However, even if Jing comes here half a month later, the strength of the peak of level 2 can only move her arms at most, and she is still no match for the level 3 zombie. There is a huge gap between the strength of level 2 and level 3. At the entrance of the supermarket, the level 3 zombie in yellow work clothes, he walked out slowly, step by step, reciting the supermarket's promotional line, really affordable, come again. Hee. Chapter 155. The President appears. Tap tap, tap tap. The level 3 zombies approached the crowd step by step. Its footsteps were not very loud. However, the sound of the level 3 mutant zombies stepping on the ground was like a heavy hammer, hitting everyone's heart hard. As the level 3 mutant zombies approached, the people who could barely speak were shocked to find that they could not even move their mouths. The closer the distance, the greater the suppression. Time passed by every second, and the level 3 mutant zombies approached step by step. Finally, here they are. The level 3 mutant zombie came behind a boy. The boy had been suppressed by the strong suppression force and could not move or speak. However, when the level 3 mutant zombie came behind him, he could move. He fell straight to the ground. It turned out that this fragile ordinary person was scared to death under the huge suppression force. The level 3 mutant zombie bent down and stretched out his hand. For zombies, what part of humans is the most delicious? The answer is brain. The tall level 3 mutant zombie stepped on the boy's back with 5 fingers on his head. After evolving to level 3, its strength has become amazing. It lifted it gently. Like picking a grape, it picked the big head off the boy's neck. The head was put into the big mouth full of fine and sharp teeth. The level 3 mutant zombie chewed it twice happily. Crunchy. While chewing, it happily hummed the only slogan it could say, real benefit, good to come again. Ho ho. The pronunciation was clear and standard. If you don't know, you would think this level 3 mutant zombie is a serious human. After eating a boy's head, the level 3 mutant zombie walked towards another male student nearby. Jing, who was standing by, saw the level 3 mutant zombie reaching out its claws to other people again. Her voice suddenly regained some strength. No, but she could only utter half a syllable at most. Jing hugged the short-haired girl who had just fainted, and stood there motionless, watching the level 3 mutant zombie eat the head of the second male student. Crack, crack. The terrible sound of the skull being chewed rang in the quiet morning air. Near the sewer not far away, a big black rat that had just come out to look for food suddenly stopped moving when it heard the chewing sound. The suppression power of the level 3 mutant zombie can even affect ordinary animals. Bang, bang. While the level 3 mutant zombie was tasting the delicious food, 2 more students were frightened to death. Seeing the students she saved die one after another, Jing felt heartbroken. Eat me. Damn zombie, eat me quickly. Unable to speak, Jing could only roar in her heart. She would rather sacrifice herself than let these students survive. However, the level 3 mutant zombie didn't care about Jing at all. It ate one and then ate the next. Smelling the strong smell of fresh blood and watching the lives that passed away one by one, Jing's eyes were filled with angry bloodshot. These damn zombies. I must kill it. I must kill it. Jing's thin lips trembled slightly because of the huge hatred. But, that's all. She couldn't do anything. She couldn't kill anything. In front of the level 3 mutant zombie, she was just an ant. Can a mere ant bite an elephant to death? Obviously not. She, a humble ant, had the fate of being trampled to death. Ridiculous. Jing suddenly felt ridiculous. When she just woke up this morning, Jing thought she was invincible. But, in the blink of an eye, she became the chopping block of the level 3 mutant zombies, the fish meat that the zombies could slaughter. Originally, she thought that she could grow to the peak step by step with her superpowers, and then save this world occupied by zombies. Haha, I am really dreaming. Jing felt ridiculous for her naivety. It's impossible. The original text can be read at Liu number 9 at /bar. It is impossible for humans to take back the earth that originally belonged to us from the hands of zombies. They are too strong. They are really too strong. Jing thought desperately, and the gray haze enveloped her tightly. In an instant, her eyes lost color. Although the level 3 mutant zombies had not approached Jing's face was already ashen. All her dreams were shattered. Helping others, saving the world, everything seemed so ridiculous and absurd. This zombie crisis is destined to destroy the world, humanity. There is no hope. Slowly, Jing closed her eyes, because she had lost hope. Her heartbeat was gradually slowing down. Finally, it even stopped beating. She was going to die. But, just a second before she was about to die, that man appeared. No one knew where he came from, nor how he appeared. Anyway, he suddenly appeared in front of Jing. When he appeared, Jing's heart started beating automatically. A warm feeling quickly spread from the soles of Jing's feet to her whole body. She couldn't help but open her eyes, and found him 3 meters away. He was wearing a flawless white coat and had unkempt long hair. You can see that there are a little bit of white dandruff in his long hair. In the pocket on the chest of his white coat, there are 3 neutral signing pens, 1 red, 1 blue, and 1 black. Just by looking at the red pen, Mirangjing felt that her whole body was being illuminated by the morning sun, so comfortable, so warm. Mirangjing was surprised to find that her whole body was soft and seemed to be surrounded by a huge liquid after just a glance at the blue pen. At the same time, Mirangjing could feel that her injuries were recovering quickly. Huh? My fingers can move. Wait, can I speak? Not only were the broken wounds recovering, but even the suppression on her body was completely lifted. Oh my god, what kind of magical pen is that? I just took a look, and the blue pen cleared all the negative effects on me. Mirangjing's face was full of disbelief. Suddenly, Mirangjing thought of an important key problem. Oh no, the level 3 zombie is still eating people. But her worries were unnecessary. The man gently took out the black neutral pen from the 3 pens. He smiled at the level 3 zombie with a sunny face. Hey, tall guy, do you want to sign? If you're listening to this novel on a channel other than Fanfic World, it means they downloaded and uploaded it without effort. We cordially invite you to visit our channel, Mundo Fanfic Novelist. There you'll find the original version of this story and you can explore many other novels of various genres. We are waiting for you to immerse yourself in a world of incredible novels. Chapter 156, The Function of the Black Pen. Zenzen Huai, come again. Ho tilde. The 3-meter-tall level 3 zombie was about to eat another human being while muttering something. However, a strange man in a white coat appeared in front of it. Then, the level 3 mutant zombie found that it could not move. Its open mouth froze in the air, and bloody saliva dripped from the gaps between its teeth. Zombies that evolved to level 3 already had a little intelligence. When it found that it could not move, its eyes, which were almost the same as those of humans, showed a little fear, just like humans. It was level 3, but the man in the white coat in front of it could suppress it and make it unable to move. Doesn't that mean this guy's strength is level 4? Level 3 strong men have absolute suppression power over level 2 new humans. Similarly, the terrifying existence of level 4 also has an irresistible suppression power over level 3 mutant zombies. Hey, tall guy, do you want to sign an autograph? The man in the white coat took out a black gel pen from his chest pocket. Because of the huge height difference between him and the level 3 zombie, the man in the white coat could only raise his head and smile at the tall zombie. However, although the level 3 mutant zombie had a little intelligence, it still could not understand human words. Even if it could understand, the level 3 zombie that could not move at all could not speak. Then, the man in the white coat shrugged and spread his hands and said, "Since you don't answer, I will take it as your consent." Okay, then I will reluctantly sign an autograph for you. Under the strange eyes of Mirangjing behind him, the man in the white coat opened the pen cap, took the gel pen, and wrote 4 words on the back of the hand of the level 3 mutant zombie. Mirangjing took a closer look and recognized the 4 regular script characters. When the man in the white coat wrote, his expression was very serious, so the handwriting was very powerful, and the overall look was very neat and beautiful. However, the content was not pretty at all. The 4 words were, destroyed into ashes and smoke. After writing, the man in the white coat put the black gel pen back into his chest pocket. Perhaps because of his obsessive-compulsive disorder, he also strictly arranged the 3 pens from left to right in the order of red, blue and black. The 3 pens were arranged very neatly, with the pen bodies next to the pen bodies and the pen caps next to the pen caps. After the arrangement, there happened to be a slight autumn breeze in the early morning. The 3-meter-tall level 3 zombie next to it fell apart in this breeze. Then, the powerful level 3 zombie turned into a large ball of black dust and gradually dissipated in the air. Finally, it completely disappeared without a trace. No trace was left. It was as if this level 3 mutant zombie had never been here. Seeing this scene, Mirangjing's face was seeing a ghost expression. Great, great, so amazing. Just wrote an idiom on its hand, and it was killed in seconds. Your strength is too amazing. As Mirangjing exclaimed, the people around her gradually recovered. Hey, my body can move. Haha, and my mouth can speak normally. Where is that level 3 mutant zombie? Why is it gone? Who is this handsome guy in a white coat? Why did he suddenly appear here? Did he save us? Woo woo tilde. They died so miserably. They were different from the new human Mirongjing, and they were far less fast than her in recovery, so they didn't see the scene of the man in the white coat killing the level 3 zombie in seconds. Therefore, their performances were different. Some were glad that they escaped, some were curious about the rescue process, and some were sad about the death of their classmates. As for Mirongjing, she stared at the man in the white coat with shining eyes. There is salvation, this world is saved, she thought excitedly in her heart. When facing the level 3 zombies, Mirongjing found that she had no power to resist. At that time, she was ashen and extremely desperate. Originally, she thought that the world was hopeless. However, unexpectedly, this man in a white coat easily destroyed the level 3 zombies. Although she didn't know how he did it, Mirongjing firmly believed that this man was the savior who could save the world. The original text is available at Liu number 9 at book/bar. In Mirongjing's heart, this man seemed to be a bright moon in the dark night sky. His brilliant light will illuminate the dark world in this doomsday. At this moment, Mirongjing has been completely conquered by the man in a white coat in front of her. Next, the problem Mirongjing has to face is how to convince this man to take her with him to save the world. Her lifelong dream is to help others. After the end of the world, Mirongjing's dream has become to take back this broken world from the zombies. However, the bloody reality shattered her ridiculous dream. Previously, on the left was the English teacher who was targeted by the jumping zombie, and on the right were the students who were chased by the giant hand zombie. As a weak girl, she could only choose one side to rescue. This choice made her deeply disgusted with her own incompetence. Therefore, she needed a strong man to train herself and make herself stronger. At this moment, this strong man happened to appear. Mirongjing clenched her fists. She made up her mind, stepped forward, and was about to make her request. But unexpectedly, the man in the white coat took the lead and asked with a smile, "Hello, young lady, I see that you have amazing bones and your chest. Cough cough. Full forehead. I think you are a rare cultivation genius in a century. Are you interested in following me to save the world?" After hearing the question from the man in the white coat, Mirongjing immediately suspected that she had made a mistake. No way, such a strong man actually took the initiative to invite me, a mere level 1 new human. Is this true? Am I dreaming? A huge sense of joy hit Mirongjing's head. She was completely stunned. It took her a long time to react. She asked hesitantly, You, what are you talking about? The man in the white coat showed a sunny smile and repeated the question just now. I want to ask you, are you interested in fighting zombies together to save the world? At this time, in the valley in the east, the sun had just jumped out of the horizon. The first ray of warm sunlight in the morning was projected on Mirongjing's pretty face. She had a ruddy face and nodded excitedly to the man in the white coat. Yeah, I'm interested. I'm very interested. I like fighting zombies very much, and I'm willing to save the world. Chapter 157 Level 2 Tyrannosaurus Rex. So, Mirongjing said goodbye to the female colleague with messy hair and a love of sleeping late, and embarked on a journey of becoming stronger with the man in the white coat. Later, Mirongjing learned that the man in the white coat actually had a chamber of commerce. The name of the Chamber of Commerce is the Chamber of Commerce of Salvation, and its influence is spread across several gathering places. And he is the president of the Chamber of Commerce of Salvation. In just half a month, under the training of the president, Mirongjing quickly transformed from a newly awakened new human to a master at the peak of level 2. This speed of progress is simply shocking. During the period of following the president, Mirongjing successfully became the leader of the meteorite group of soldiers because of her excellent talent for cultivation and her strong belief in saving the world. During this period, Lin Kong joined the meteorite group and became a meteorite new human who was immune to zombie poison. Mirongjing had more admiration and awe for the president, and she really liked Lin Kong. However, if she had to make a choice between love and faith, Mirongjing would choose faith. People can live without love, but they can never live without faith. The president is Mirongjing's faith, and Murong-Jing would rather give up Lin Kingfeng's feelings. Therefore, when she was awakened by Ziwang's bucket of cold water, and when she continued to face the inhumane torture, Murong-Jing still chose to keep silent. Even if Lin Kingfeng died in front of her, she would not tell the president's intelligence at all. Only the president can save this poor doomsday world, and Murong-Jing will never let Lin Kong destroy the president's plan. Even if Murong-Jing does not believe that Lin Kong can be the president. However, Lin Kong can defeat Murong-Jing, which shows that Lin Kong is like a hateful fly. Although he cannot threaten the great president, Murong-Jing will never allow this annoying fly to disturb the president's peace. Tied to the pillar, she can clearly feel the severe pain coming from her whole body. Those severe pains are like waves of turbulent seawater, impacting Murong-Jing's mind. However, Murong-Jing's belief in protecting the president was as stubborn as a reef. No matter how painful the seawater was, it could not move Murong-Jing's reef. Puff. Ziwang stabbed Murong-Jing's palm with a knife. He shook his head, got up helplessly, and walked towards Lin Kong. He sighed apologetically. Alas, brother Lin Kong, that woman's will is too strong. Torture doesn't work on her at all. Lin Kong looked at Ziwang, who was splashed with blood, and waved his hand and said, "Okay, you go and rest for a while." "Okay." Ziwang retreated and went to the bathroom in the corner of the freezer to take a shower. Lin Kong, who was sitting on a stool, rubbed his forehead in distress. He sighed in a low voice. Alas, things are not going well. Murong-Jing's strong performance was far beyond Lin Kong's imagination. It was obviously the end of the world, but there were still such loyal people. Besides, even in a civilized era without zombies, there can't be such a strong-willed person. According to the treatment provided by Lin Kingfeng, Murong-Jing is just a hospital nurse, not a special forces soldier. Oh my god, how did I meet such a freak? She is just a weak woman. Why can she endure such a painful punishment? The order under the doomsday has collapsed. Why do you have to protect an evil president at the cost of your life? I can't figure it out. Lin Kong scratched his hair, depressed and almost crazy. Looking up, his eyes were full of angry bloodshot, and Lin Kong looked fiercely at the scarred Murong-Jing. Originally, he thought that as long as he captured the leader of the meteorite team alive, he could successfully find out the location of the laboratory, and then rush to rescue his mother. But now, Lin Kong grabbed a stone from the toilet, which was smelly and hard. In the end, he could only sigh helplessly. As if sensing Lin Kong's helplessness, the Tyrannosaurus Rex at his feet suddenly cried out. Then, it jumped lightly and was about to jump onto Lin Kong's body. "Damn dragon, don't come over here." Seeing the Tyrannosaurus Rex jumping towards him, Lin Kong quickly jumped back to distance himself. It's not that he doesn't like the Tyrannosaurus Rex, but because, at this moment, the feet of the Tyrannosaurus Rex. Read the original text at LU number 9 / It's burning with flames. The temperature of the flames seems to be quite high. When it steps on the floor, it can instantly burn a charred mark on the concrete floor. Lin Kong is afraid of the flames on the feet of the Tyrannosaurus Rex, so he doesn't let it jump onto him. You may ask, why does the Tyrannosaurus Rex have flames on its feet? Because now it has condensed the spiritual energy beads. Although there are only 18 strands of spiritual energy in the Tyrannosaurus Rex, it has successfully condensed the beads and is qualified to be called a level 2 mutant beast. A level 1 Tyrannosaurus Rex, under Lin Kong's control, can defeat a level 2 Lin Kingfeng. Now, the Tyrannosaurus Rex has successfully reached level 2. So Lin Kong even feels that the Tyrannosaurus Rex can fight against level 3 zombies. If he were to meet the level 3 twin girl zombies, perhaps Lin Kong would not run away with his tail between his legs. Moreover, after the beads were successfully condensed, some changes occurred in the body of the Tyrannosaurus Rex. First, it grew taller. It was only 20 centimeters tall, but now it has grown to almost 30 centimeters. However, the small Tyrannosaurus Rex still can't reach Lin Kong's knees. Secondly, it changed its feet. The Tyrannosaurus Rex has a total of 4 legs, a pair of short and slender forelimbs, and a pair of thick hind legs. At this time, there were blazing flames coming out of the soles of its hind legs. Lin Kong tried to communicate with the Tyrannosaurus Rex and let it control the flames on the soles of its hind legs, But the Tyrannosaurus rex tried several times and failed. However, the technique of making the flames on the legs bigger, the Tyrannosaurus rex can learn it by itself. It seems that it must be practiced many times before the Tyrannosaurus rex can retract the flames coming out of its soles. Of course, those flames are not just beautiful decorations. In addition to burning the enemy with high temperature, the flames can also increase the speed of the Tyrannosaurus rex. Unfortunately, the Tyrannosaurus rex cannot fly through the flames on its feet like the superpower, fire-breaking feat. Perhaps, only when the Tyrannosaurus rex is promoted from level 2 to level 3, it can breathe fire and fly. However, the improvement of the Tyrannosaurus rex's strength is not very helpful for the problem Lin Kong is facing now. He still has to find a way to force Jing to tell him the whereabouts of the laboratory. Holding his chin, Lin Kong frowned and pondered, hoping to find an appropriate way. However, Lin Kong did not have much time left, because, 1 kilometer away, the level 3, huge corpse, with an eyeball hanging on his face, with the twin girls who are also level 3, is rushing to the gathering place. Chapter 158 Chapter 159, Teacher Fan's Death. On the road 1 kilometer away from the gathering place of the county town, a middle-aged couple was walking forward. The man was a physical education teacher before his death. His last name was Fan, which has the same pronunciation as the Fan in Fangian. As for what Teacher Fan's name is, we don't need to know, because he is about to die. But Teacher Fan did not realize his tragic fate. Instead, he felt very lucky walking on the road. He patted the shoulder of the middle-aged woman next to him and said happily, "Hey, wife, did you notice? There are so few zombies on the road. Haha, my superpower, lucky legs, must have played a role." "Yeah, husband, you are awesome," the middle-aged woman praised. "The superpower, lucky legs, can make the owner very lucky. It is precisely because of Teacher Fan's lucky legs that the couple can survive safely in the end times full of zombies." Under the protection of the goddess of luck, they not only had no worries about their lives, but also picked up a lot of supplies on the road, such as spicy strips, chocolate, soy sauce, vinegar, oil, salt, and even pistols and individual rocket launchers. Yes, it was the individual rocket launcher that could launch grenades. They didn't know what was going on, but they picked up such a killer weapon in the grass by the roadside while walking. However, the problem came with it. Neither of them had ever been a soldier and didn't know how to use it at all. Just when they were feeling depressed, a strong wind suddenly blew over, and an instruction manual fell from the sky and blew on their faces. When they took it down, they saw that it was the instruction manual for the individual rocket launcher. The manual was written in a simple and easy-to-understand way, and even a third-grade primary school student could understand it. Therefore, although Mr. Fan, who taught physical education, could not read many words, his math was so bad that he could only recite the multiplication table, and he could only choose C in English multiple-choice questions. He successfully learned how to use the individual rocket launcher through this simple and easy-to-understand instruction manual. With a powerful weapon and the blessing of the lucky leg, Mr. Fan has been killing gods and Buddhas all the way. Now, Mr. Fan's goal is the gathering place in the county. With his own strength and luck, Mr. Fan believes that as long as he enters the gathering place, he will definitely become the head of the gathering place and manage all the survivors in the gathering place. When he thought of the scene of cheering by thousands of people, Mr. Fan was very excited. So, he couldn't help but speed up his pace. However, Mr. Fan would never think that his lucky leg can only affect creatures below level 2. In other words, if a new human at level 3 wants to kill him, he can't escape with his good luck. Not long after walking, Mr. Fan found 3 people in front of him. From the back, it can be seen that there is an adult and 2 children. The adult is wearing a black suit, and the 2 children are dressed the same. They are wearing white princess dresses and have the same double ponytails on their heads. Moreover, if you listen carefully, the 2 children can still talk. "Mommy, Mommy, I'm hungry. Hurry up and make me some food. Mommy, why don't you come out?" The voice is quite sweet, and Teacher Fan's heart is about to melt when he hears it. He quickly pulls his wife to chase after them. "Wife, Come on, there are 2 children, let's go and say hello. Okay, because there's a special obstacle in one of Teacher Fan's organs. Teacher Fan's wife has never been pregnant, therefore, facing Teacher Fan's urgent mood, Teacher Fan's wife can also understand. However, halfway through, bang, Teacher Fan stepped on a banana peel and he fell hard. Hey, it's so strange, I obviously have lucky legs. Why did I step on a banana peel? He was deeply puzzled. Patting the dust on his body, Teacher Fan didn't think much, and he continued to run towards the 3 people in front. As he ran, another banana peel appeared in the middle of the road. Teacher Fan was very careful this time, and he planned to go around it from the side. But, bang, Teacher Fan's wife stepped on a banana peel and fell, pulling Teacher Fan to the ground. Hey, what's going on? With the blessing of lucky leg, even the luck of people around me will get better. Teacher Fan was quite confused about his wife stepping on a banana peel. However, he still didn't think much about it and continued to chase. This time, he paid close attention to the debris on the road to prevent the 2 of them from stepping on banana peels again. Next, he did not encounter banana peels, but got older. Teacher Fan sprained his ankle. Read the original text in Liu number 9/. Ouch. It hurts. Teacher Fan covered his ankle and cried out, and at the same time, he was very dissatisfied with his superpowers. It was obviously called lucky leg, but it either made me step on a banana peel or sprain my ankle suddenly. This road is so flat, the chance of spraining my ankle is really very low. At this time, Teacher Fan found that the 3 people in front were gradually going away. So, in order to communicate with the 2 sweet little girls, Teacher Fan shouted loudly, "Hey, people in front, wait a minute, let's go together." Hearing the voice, the 3 people in front stopped immediately. The 2 little girls turned around first. Teacher Fan saw the little girl's delicate and cute face like a doll, and her heart was overflowing with love. Wow, it looks very soft and elastic, as if I could pinch it, Teacher Fan thought excitedly. However, when another adult in a neat suit turned around, Teacher Fan's smile froze on his face immediately, because one of the eyeballs of this adult in a suit was swaying and falling beside his nose, and there was black dirty blood flowing out of his eye socket. It's a zombie. This man in a suit is a zombie! So, Teacher Fan understood it instantly. Why did he always fall just now? It was because lucky legs kept preventing him from approaching this zombie. A zombie that can be stopped by lucky legs again and again must be very powerful. Run quickly. But, old Teacher Fan could only utter half a syllable. He wanted to pull his wife to run, but was horrified to find that his body could not move at all. It's the suppression power. This droopy-eyed man in a suit is actually a level 3 zombie with suppression power. When he thought of the faces of the 2 little girls next to him, Teacher Fan understood it instantly. These twin girls are also level 3 zombies. It's over. It's all over. Teacher Fan was disheartened. Without waiting for the huge corpse to get close, Teacher Fan spurted out a mouthful of blood. In extreme despair, his heart stopped and his brain shut down. So far, Teacher Fan, dead. P.S. Author words, at the request of the reader behind the scenes, I have written his infertile Teacher Fan to death. In addition, everyone is welcome to actively propose people who make you unhappy. Humphrey, I'll let the zombies help you eat him. Chapter 159, Zombie Rising. Crack, the huge corpse gnawed off the heads of Mr. Fan and his wife. Crunchy, so delicious. After eating the heads, the picky, huge corpse took the twin girl zombies and continued to rush to the gathering place 1 kilometer away. Along the way, the twin girl zombies, holding the photo of their mother Huang Yun, kept muttering, "Mommy, why don't you come out and talk to us? Mommy, I'm hungry, come out and cook." Although these 2 twin girl zombies look exactly the same, they have distinct tones of speech. One likes to ask questions, and when calling mommy, she likes to drag the sound after the word me. The other likes to say mommy twice, and her tone is also quite coquettish, always using repeated words such as belly and food. Although the 3 zombies were walking, their speed was not slow, and they soon walked 1 kilometer. They came to the gate of the gathering place. Dong! Dong, dong, all the mutant zombies around, no matter what kind, knelt down one after another, as if welcoming their king. The huge corpse shook its eyeballs and continued to move forward. All the mutant zombies that blocked its path quickly retreated. In the cloudy eyes of these zombies, there were clearly human emotions, fear. The hearing of level 3 zombies is very amazing. Even at the gate of the gathering place, the huge corpse can still vaguely hear the sound of 300 meters away. And 300 meters away is the freezer of the cafeteria. Yes, the huge corpse has heard the movement in the freezer. The voice of Zi Wang scolding his men, the voice of Lang Qingfeng's constant wailing, and the voice of Lin Kong telling the Tyrannosaurus Rex not to jump on him. Ho ho tilde, there are human voices. The huge corpse is a control-type zombie, and its intelligence is the highest among zombies of the same level. It can even do some simple thinking. The huge corpse used one hand to push the eyeball next to its nose back into its socket, pointed at the cafeteria with the other hand, and shouted, "Charge! Ho ho tilde, charge!" If you ignore its mouth full of sharp teeth, the way its huge corpse gave orders looked like a real general commanding his soldiers. Dong 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 dong. Upon hearing the order, the zombies that had been kneeling on the ground jumped up one after another. Giant hand zombie opened its palm, jumping zombie jumped 3 stories high, and Bigfoot zombie squatted on the spot, secretly accumulating strength. All the mutant zombies charged towards the cafeteria together. However, at this moment, everyone in the cafeteria's freezer was completely unaware of the crisis. A special staff member was debugging the parameters in the freezer. Because the Tyrannosaurus Rex had successfully condensed the beads, Wu Feng could enter the empty freezer and start condensing the beads. "The parameters have been adjusted, Mr. Wu. You can come in," the staff member said politely. "Great, I can finally become a level 2 new human." Wu Feng rubbed his palms and couldn't wait to lie down in the freezer. "Your heart rate is too high, please relax." The staff fixed Wu Feng's limbs while operating the instrument. "Oh, okay." Wu Feng was very excited, so his heart was pounding. The acceleration of blood flow caused his body temperature and height to affect the effect of condensing the spiritual energy beads. After calming down, the computer next to the freezer showed that Wu Feng's physical qualities in all aspects were very consistent with the requirements of condensing beads. The staff finally confirmed, "I'm going to start. Are you ready?" Wu Feng took a deep breath and was about to say he was ready. Suddenly, "Earthquake!" someone exclaimed. "Hey, it seems like an earthquake." Lin Kong, who was holding a cup of water, found that a circular ripple was forming on the surface of the water in the cup. "This is the phenomenon of ground vibration. Don't be afraid, our freezer is very solid. This level of earthquake will not have any impact at all." Zi Wang was very confident in the freezer he built. But Lin Kong was still worried, so he called out, "Come on, help me." With the help of several people, Lin Kong moved Li Minutes, Sun Aixin and others who were still evolving to the corner. During an earthquake, the most dangerous situation is usually the collapse of the ceiling, which will injure the living people in the room. Therefore, hiding in the corner can effectively reduce the chance of being hit by the ceiling. Read the original text at LU number 9/. Just after cleaning up Li Minutes and others, Lin Kong's face changed because he found that the vibration of the ground was getting stronger and stronger. Moreover, there was also the sound of dong dong dong. This uniform footsteps sounded like a mighty army rushing over here. "Oh no, it's a tide of corpses." Lin Kong reacted immediately. The vibration just now was not caused by an earthquake at all, but by the movement of the corpses. "Why is there another zombie wave?" Zi Wang didn't want to believe it. The gathering place had just been flooded by the sea of zombies. How could there be another zombie wave? Thank you, expert. Come outside, come." The staff in charge of the monitoring station ran over in a hurry. His face was flustered and his words were unclear. Zi Wang didn't have time to criticize him because he had seen the scene outside the cafeteria through the display screen on the monitoring station. The dense zombies, like locusts, rushed over from the direction of the gathering place gate, roaring madly. Their eyes all flashed white light. They were all mutant zombies. They had only one goal. They came. Bang 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 bang. The sound of collision continued. The cafeteria's door and the surrounding walls collapsed in less than 2 or 3 seconds under the impact of many zombies. Then, these mutant zombies, like a flood that broke into a low-lying area, instantly filled every corner of the cafeteria. Soon, with a chaotic sound of footsteps, the corridor at the door of the freezer was suddenly filled with all kinds of mutant zombies. Giant hand zombie, fat belly zombie, jumping zombie. They clapped with their giant hands. They spit out green corpse poison with their big mouths. They jumped around. Seeing this scene, Zi Wang took out a handkerchief and wiped the cold sweat from his forehead. My freezer is very solid. These zombies below level 3 can't get in. But, as soon as Zi Wang finished speaking, bang! A Bigfoot zombie jumped in from the hole on the roof. P.S. Author words, I decided to give the protagonist Lin Kong a special move. Please choose. A. Kill with one punch. B. Kill with a sister in arms. C. Jump up and kill in the air. D. Kill with a king's throw. But if you have difficulty making choices, well, you can learn from Lin Kong. Children make choices. He wants them all. Chapter 160 I will keep winning. Plot preview. According to the reader's vote in the previous chapter, a total of 6 people made choices. 1 chose A, 1 chose B, and the remaining 4 chose all. Originally, the author named the protagonist Lin Kong to match his special move Flying Kill. But, the reader is God. Since God has spoken, let the author's initial setting go to hell. Therefore, Lin Kong will have 4 special moves: kill with one punch, kill with sister in arms, kill with one jump in the air, and kill with a king's throw. These 4 special moves will be shown one by one in the next Zombie Tide War. Chapter 161, I will keep winning. The sun in the east is warm and energetic. It is 9 o'clock in the morning. It has only been 27 hours since Lin Kong left Orange Village. But along the way, he killed Huang Yun's husband who turned into a giant hand zombie, and Huang Yun herself who turned into a Bigfoot zombie. After entering the gathering place, he killed Jin Wang and Go Yanking in a 1-on-2 battle, and then killed Goof, a new human at level 2, in one move. Then, in the cafeteria, he fought 80 people alone, killed many zombies, and conquered everyone present. Finally, Lin Kong also defeated Murong Jing, a powerful enemy whose superpowers were particularly rubbish but whose aura skills were proficient. Although Lin Kong had experienced many battles in these 27 hours, there were still more difficult and more tragic battles waiting for him. In order to save his biological mother from the evil president, Lin Kong and his dinosaurs had to continue to cheer up and face all kinds of enemies. Listening to the earth-shaking footsteps around the cafeteria, Lin Kong's eyes bloomed with an unusually firm color. No matter what happens, I, Lin Kong, will always win. Lin Kong rushed out like a gust of wind. The target of this gust of wind was the Bigfoot zombie that had just jumped down from the roof of the freezer. The Bigfoot zombie's thick feet had just stepped on the ground and had not yet stood firmly. With turbid eyes, he found a fist that was rapidly growing larger. The owner of this fist was Lin Kong. Bang! A powerful punch directly blew up the Bigfoot zombie's head. The staff of the freezer were still thinking about escaping, but in the blink of an eye, the Bigfoot zombie that fell from the sky was immediately killed by Lin Kong. However, their little hearts could not begin to relax, because there was a continuous dong-dong-dong sound coming from the roof of the freezer. More Bigfoot zombies and jumping zombies came to the roof. Once they found the hole on the roof, they would definitely swarm in through the hole. Someone, come on, quickly, plug the hole on the roof. Zi Wang pointed at the square hole cut by Murong Jing and shouted loudly, but everyone looked at each other and complained in their hearts. Expert Z, are you kidding us? The roof is full of mutant zombies. If you run to repair the roof now, isn't it obvious that you are looking for death? Although human life is worthless in the end of the world, you can't waste it like this. When the staff in the freezer looked embarrassed, Lin Kong said calmly, no need to plug it, we will just wait under the hole. The reason why Zi Wang proposed to plug the hole was actually a little panicked. There were so many mutant zombies around the cafeteria suddenly, and they rushed over together. This phenomenon shows that behind these mutant zombies is a huge corpse, who is responsible for controlling them. Moreover, Zi Wang can easily conclude that Zhuge Corpse should have discovered the people in the freezer. Otherwise, these mutant zombies would not all swarm around the cafeteria. No matter how powerful Lin Kong was, Zi Wang didn't think that Lin Kong could fight his way out of the zombie army of Zhuge Corps. He was panicking inside, so he made unreasonable demands on his subordinates. Unlike the panicked Zi Wang, Lin Kong seemed much calmer. Because the original text is in Liu number 9 / from the battle with Murong Jing just now, Lin Kong had learned the lesson of being in a hurry. If he was calm and rational enough, Murong Jing would not pose any threat to him at all. Even though the zombie army of Zhuge Corps looked scary, with the protection of this sturdy freezer and the Tyrannosaurus Rex that had evolved to level 2, Lin Kong was confident that he could survive. As long as there were no level 3 mutant zombies, Lin Kong would not panic at all, so he quickly made a simple plan: block the bottom of the hole and kill the zombies. The other terrified people, upon hearing Lin Kong's plan, questioned, "We are only level 1 new humans, we can't even beat a level 2 zombie, how can we block and kill them?" Although Zi Wang didn't know any way to escape, he didn't agree with Lin Kong's plan. "Although I am level 2 and can barely deal with level 2 zombies, my physical strength and spiritual energy are limited. There are so many zombies outside, how can we block them all?" The earth-shaking footsteps outside made all the little hearts tremble constantly. Everyone was extremely desperate. Although blocking the holes and killing them one by one was indeed a good method, there were so many mutant zombies, and we only had so few people. How could we kill them all? "Don't panic, everyone, believe me." Lin Kong signaled everyone to be quiet and was about to start explaining. Unexpectedly, a middle-aged woman stood up first. She held her stomach and said loudly, "I agree with the plan of the great benefactor." And she took the initiative to stand next to Lin Kong. Everyone looked over curiously and found that this middle-aged woman was the mother who had used Rage of the Earth to stop her companions. She and her husband, in order to protect their children, did not hesitate to sacrifice the lives of their companions to buy themselves precious time to escape. As a result, they were ruthlessly stabbed at the gate by Lin Kong. Later, Lin Kong asked the couple to stab themselves in the stomach as a punishment. Therefore, seeing this wall-blocking companion's woman stand up, everyone couldn't help but wonder what she was thinking. So, she explained, "The height of this cafeteria is 6 meters. The only zombies that can jump onto the roof are the agile, jumping zombies, bounce zombies, swinging zombies, and the powerful, Bigfoot zombies. Apart from these 4 types of zombies, most other zombies cannot jump up. They can only come in from all sides, but the walls around are enough to defend against the attacks of level 3 zombies. Although the number of these zombies looks scary, if you calculate it this way, there are actually not many zombies that can directly threaten our lives. Although we are not many, if the battle plan is reasonable, we can definitely survive." After speaking, the wall-blocking companion girl looked at Lin Kong. Lin Kong nodded to everyone, indicating that what she said was what I wanted to say. Chapter 161 Whole Plan. In the autumn in the south, the most comfortable time is the warm and sunny morning. It is neither too hot nor too cold. However, on such a comfortable morning, the survivors in the freezer need to start a fierce battle for survival. First, Lin Kong quickly counted the new humans who can fight in the freezer. Those level 1 new humans who are evolving in the freezer cannot come out to participate in the battle. Although they have heard the terrifying footsteps of zombies outside, they can only lie in the freezer and shiver. Wu Feng was going to start condensing beads, but the arrival of the zombie army disrupted his plan. Including Wu Feng, the wall companion girl couple, Zi Wang, and Lin Kong, the combat unit has a total of 9 people. So, Lin Kong pointed at the couple of wall blocker girl and said, "We will be divided into 3 groups of 4. The first group, you 2, plus Wu Feng, follows Zi Wang. The second group, the remaining 4 people. The third group, I will be one of them." The couple of wall blocker girl were both stabbed, and their combat effectiveness has decreased. Wu Feng had just recovered from a serious injury and his combat effectiveness was not high. Therefore, the 3 of them followed Zi Wang, who was at level 2, to form the first group. The remaining 4 people were all new humans at level 1 and formed the second group. No one had any objection to this grouping. "So, how should we fight?" Zi Wang asked. Lin Kong walked to the bottom of the hole, stretched out his fist, and knocked away another jumping, bouncing zombie. After shaking off the blood on his hands, he explained to everyone, "It's very simple. You are responsible for the zombies at level 1, and I will be responsible for the zombies at level 2. The first and second groups will change shifts every 10 minutes. I don't need to change shifts. That's it. Do you understand? If you have any questions, raise them now." "Got it." Rest every 10 minutes. Such a simple rule. Everyone understood it at once. "Okay, then the first group, you guys come over first, and the second group rests on the side, ready to fight at any time." Yes, with a clear plan, everyone seemed to have found a backbone, and their voices no longer trembled. Everyone stopped talking and decisively joined the battle. Under Lin Kong's command, Zi Wang took the wall-blocking companion girl and others to wait near the bottom of the hole. The mutant zombie had just landed and had not yet stood firm when it was beaten to death by the members of the first group. If he cannot kill the zombie and finds that it is a difficult level 2 mutant zombie, Lin Kong will pick up his fist with sharp horns and step forward to kill it. Bang bang bang, the mutant zombies fell one after another. Bang 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 bang, the heads of the zombies were blown up one after another. After the first group finished fighting for 10 minutes, they quickly went off the field to drink water and rest. The second group took over and continued to fight the zombies. In comparison, Lin Kong seemed the most relaxed, because most of the mutant zombies that fell were level 1, and there were very few level 2 mutant zombies. With the smooth implementation of the whole plan, everyone's expressions gradually relaxed. According to this trend, those agile zombies that can jump onto the roof will be eliminated soon. As for the other zombies around the cafeteria, they can't get into the freezer at all, so there is no need to worry. Moreover, zombies are not like new humans. They don't have those strange superpowers, so methods such as digging holes to get in are impossible. When everyone was hopeful, Zi Wang and Lin Kong also gradually frowned. As a level 2 new human, Zi Wang's perception of danger is much more acute than that of ordinary people. He was still shaking uncontrollably as he held a thermos cup, and he felt that something bad was going to happen. Lin Kong frowned and was worried, just like Zi Wang, because, so far, the mastermind behind the scenes, Zhuge Corpse, has not yet appeared. The gathering places know little about the manipulative mutant zombies, and their intelligence on Zhuge Corpse is also collected and sorted out by other gathering places. After most gathering places are attacked by manipulative mutant zombies, 99% of the survivors will die. Therefore, Lin Kong is worried that this Zhuge Corpse will have other special unknown abilities. Moreover, Lin Kong has to think about another aspect. The whole plan can deal with this group of zombies below level 2, but if a level 3 zombie comes, what kind of plan should he make to get through the difficulties? Lin Kong looked at his good friends Wu Feng and Li Minutes, and then at Yi Xiaogo's parents. Once there are level 3 mutant zombies in this group of corpses, it will be difficult for these relatives and friends in the freezer to save their lives. Read the original text in Liu number 9 at book/bar. At the same time, at the entrance of the cafeteria, the mutant zombies that were originally pushing each other suddenly stopped. They quickly knelt on their knees, touched their heads to the ground, and crawled on their bodies, not daring to move. It was the level 3, Zhuge Corpse, who came with 2 level 3 twin zombies. "Hey, I heard delicious food." Zhuge Corpse listened with his eyes hanging, and found that all the companions who jumped into the freezer were killed by the humans inside. But it was not angry, but happy. The phenomenon of companions constantly dying just proved that there were a lot of delicious humans inside. Moreover, these humans were not as strong as it, so their flesh and blood must be very delicious and sweet. However, as the most intelligent of all zombies, it was quite cautious. It would not jump into the freezer rashly, so it casually took a female zombie next to it. This female zombie was the one that had wandered around the gate of the elementary school. She was wearing a supermarket shopping guide uniform, and this tight-fitting shopping guide uniform showed off her graceful figure when she was alive. Yes, She was the female shopping guide zombie that was so beautiful that the gate guards refused to kill her. Previously, under the reinforcement of the roar of Zhuge corpse, the female shopping guide zombie successfully evolved into a level 1 jumping zombie. And now, buzz after the female shopping guide zombie was held by Zhuge corpse, a burst of intense white light suddenly emerged from her body. These flickering white lights contained rich spiritual energy. At the same time, the strength of the female shopping guide zombie was also rising steadily. Level 1 mid-stage, Level 1 peak stage, Level 2 early stage, Level 2 mid-stage, Level 2 peak stage. The strength continued to rise to the peak stage of Level 2, and the white light on the female shopping guide zombie's body gradually dissipated. Moreover, her cloudy eyes became a little clearer. Under the secondary strengthening of Zhuge corpse, the female shopping guide zombie not only gained a huge improvement in strength, but also in intelligence. It also improved a lot. Chapter 162 A blind man saves people. After raising the female shopping guide zombie to the peak of Level 2, Zhuge corpse also let out a long breath of exhaustion. Even its eyeballs drooping above its nose and lips stimmed a little. It seems that Zhuge corpse cannot use such a perverted secondary strengthening skill many times in a row. Pointing at the roof of the cafeteria, Zhuge corpse opened its big mouth full of sharp teeth and ordered loudly, "Go, take my power and wisdom, and go kill." Zhuge corpse can not only control a large number of mutant zombies, but also sense the death or evolution of zombies. Therefore, through the behavior of other zombies, it naturally understood that there was an entrance on the roof. The female shopping guide zombie in a black short skirt roared, kicked hard, and jumped onto the roof of the cafeteria. It was a jumping zombie, so a 6-meter-high building was not difficult for the female shopping guide. Staring wide-eyed and looking around for a while, the female shopping guide zombie soon found the hole. After arriving at the hole, it wrinkled its nose and sniffed hard. Sure enough, there was a strong smell of fresh blood and human sweat. Food. There is food below. Its eyes were shining. Boom. The female shopping guide zombie jumped down without hesitation. The first group of new humans in the freezer had just killed a bouncing zombie. When they found a female shopping guide zombie jumping down from above, everyone had no time to rest, either picked up a machete or held the iron rod tightly, rushed up to kill the female shopping guide zombie. Retreat. Zi Wang shouted. Hearing Zi Wang's order, Wu Fei and the wall-blocking companion girl and others retreated in time. Brother Lin Kong, she is level 2. Before Zi Wang finished speaking, Lin Kong, wearing liquid dragon armor, rushed over with a broad-backed machete. From top to bottom, he was about to split the female shopping guide zombie in half. Dang! The sharp and heavy broadsword successfully chopped on the enemy's forehead, but it seemed like it was chopped on a hard diamond. The blade of the broadsword was bent. The female shopping guide zombie's forehead was only broken a little. Damn, so hard! Lin Kong exclaimed in surprise. At this time, Zi Wang Kai continued, it's a level 2 peak zombie. Brother Lin Kong, you have to be careful. After knowing the strength of the female zombie in front of him, Lin Kong did not dare to be careless. After the knife failed, in order to prevent the counterattack of the female shopping guide zombie, Lin Kong quickly and decisively jumped away. In addition, Lin Kong also called the Tyrannosaurus Rex. Come on, Pit Father Dragon, it's time to show your skills. After the Tyrannosaurus Rex was promoted to level 2, both its indestructible teeth and its eyes that could spit fire were greatly strengthened. Therefore, Lin Kong was quite looking forward to the performance of the Tyrannosaurus Rex. It just so happened that a level 2 peak zombie jumped down now, just in time to sharpen its teeth. The skull is too hard. Let's stick with the old plan, Trickster Dragon, bite its cervical vertebrae. Lin Kong gave the order. Swoosh! The Tyrannosaurus Rex, with its feet on fire, turned into lightning and ran behind the female shopping guide zombie in an instant. However, when the Tyrannosaurus Rex was about to jump onto the shoulders of the female shopping guide zombie, the latter's thighs suddenly burst into a fierce white light. The brightness of this white light was as if the sun in the sky was placed on the legs of the female zombie. It's so dazzling. Why is the leg of this female zombie so bright? Everyone closed their eyes one after another, and those who didn't have time to cover their eyes were instantly blinded by the strong white light. Even the Tyrannosaurus Rex jumped away quickly because it couldn't look directly at the white light. Under Lin Kong's command, it temporarily gave up the attack and returned to Lin Kong's side, guarding against it. Although Lin Kong couldn't see, he was fearless as long as the Tyrannosaurus Rex was by his side. Once the female shopping guide zombie on the opposite side rushed towards him, Lin Kong would immediately control the Tyrannosaurus Rex to bite it to pieces. The original text can be read at LU number 9/. However, the female shopping guide zombie did not kill Lin Kong directly. Instead, it turned around and jumped towards Lin Kong and Jing, who were tied to the pillars. Because, among so many living people in the freezer, the bloody smell of the two of them was the heaviest. While rushing towards Jing, the legs of the female shopping guide zombie were still flashing white light, and the people on the side were still unable to open their eyes. They clearly heard the jumping sound of the female shopping guide zombie on the floor, but they could only run around like a headless fly without direction. In the field, the only one who could see things clearly was Jing, glowing. This zombie actually learned the skills of using spiritual energy. Jing looked at the legs of the female shopping guide zombie in horror. It is precisely because Jing's mastery of aura is so pure that her eyes can adapt to strong light, so she can recognize the luminous technique used by the female zombie at a glance. This doesn't make sense. How can a zombie use the luminous technique of aura? She couldn't believe her eyes, because it was too incredible. Most of the new humans at level 2 don't know how to control the brightness of aura. Only people with extraordinary talents like Jing, who have received guidance from the president, can learn to luminous. Theoretically speaking, a jumping zombie with only level 2 and extremely low intelligence cannot learn such a complicated technique. If it was Zhuge Corpse who learned the aura technique, Jing would not be too surprised. But the facts are in front of her, and she has to believe it. Suddenly, she thought of a possibility. Could it be that Zhuge Corpse strengthened this jumping zombie? Thinking of this, Jing felt that she had discovered a very important piece of information. Therefore, facing the female shopping guide zombie that was about to pounce on her, Jing's heart was rekindled with the fire of desire to survive. No, I can't die yet. I must tell the president this important information. Her life is not important, but the information about Zhuge Corpse controlling spiritual energy is quite important. However, Jing's injuries were too serious, and she couldn't use any spiritual energy. She couldn't stop the aggressive female shopping guide zombie at all. Therefore, at this moment of life and death, Jing could only pin her hopes on Lin Kong. Lin Kong, save me, she shouted. Although Jing sent a call for help to Lin Kong couldn't even open his eyes. How could he save me who was 30 meters away? Lin Kong, who was standing at the bottom of the hole, heard the cry for help and immediately understood. This female shopping guide zombie actually wanted to eat Jing. Once Jing died, the clues to her mother would be cut off from then on. So, I must save her. If you're listening to this novel on a channel other than Fanfic World, it means they downloaded and uploaded it without effort. We cordially invite you to visit our channel, Mundo Fanfic Novelist. There you'll find the original version of this story and you can explore many other novels of various genres. We are waiting for you to immerse yourself in a world of incredible novels. Chapter 163, The Fourth Secret Skill, Killing with a Girl in Your Arms. Warm tips. This chapter needs to be read carefully. Do not skip any paragraphs, otherwise, do not blame me if you do not understand it. Jing was on a pillar 30 meters away from Lin Kong. However, the shopping guide zombie was only 10 meters away from Jing. Under normal circumstances, if Lin Kong wanted to save Jing, he only needed to use the 7 black balls, 7 black freeze. But the problem is, he can't see now. Whether it is the Tyrannosaurus Rex or the Triceratops, or the 7 black balls that do whatever they want, they cannot attack effectively on their own. These dinosaurs can only form a strong fighting force when they cooperate with Lin Kong's command. Besides, they have not learned the skills of using spiritual energy and cannot resist the strong light at all, so they can't see the location of the shopping guide zombie either. Mirongjing, who was tied to the pillar, saw Lin Kong standing there in a daze. She couldn't help but sigh in frustration. Although Lin Kong went forward and defeated himself with a strange move, however, this does not mean that Lin Kong is an invincible existence. Seeing Lin Kong's look, Mirongjing knew that he probably couldn't think of a way to save her. So, Mirongjing could only close her eyes helplessly. Originally, she had planned to pass on the information about Zhuge corpse to the president after she survived. Now that she thought about it, it was impossible. Boom, boom. The shopping guide zombie was jumping closer. Its cloudy eyes were filled with a hint of excited greed. How could it not be happy with the delicious food right in front of it? But, self-created skills. Dinosaur throw. Activate. Swoosh. A fiery red figure was flying rapidly from behind. Looking closely, it was the Tyrannosaurus Rex. Although Lin Kong couldn't see it, he could hear it. When he heard the footsteps of the shopping guide zombie gradually fade away, Lin Kong decisively threw the Tyrannosaurus Rex out. However, there is still a huge problem in front of Lin Kong. How can I throw a moving object with my eyes closed? Time does not allow Lin Kong to think more, so Lin Kong can only get a very helpless answer. The answer is, no. Even the Olympic shooting champion can't throw a moving object with his eyes closed. This is simply an impossible task. So, swoosh, the Tyrannosaurus Rex flew past the shopping guide zombie. Mirongjing, who heard the sound, also opened her eyes happily. But when she saw the Tyrannosaurus Rex passing by, the glimmer of hope that had just risen in her heart was extinguished by the cruel reality. Although Lin Kong thought of a good way to throw the dinosaur, if he couldn't throw it, everything would be in vain. Pop. A sound of flesh hitting each other sounded. Hearing this sound, Lin Kong smiled slightly and thought to himself, success. Of course, you can't hit a moving object with your eyes closed, but what if Lin Kong's target is a stationary object? That's right, the reason why Lin Kong used dinosaur throw was not to hit the shopping guide zombie, but to hit Mirongjing. When Lin Kong closed his eyes, he had a general understanding of the location of the freezer. So, with this throw, he successfully threw the Tyrannosaurus Rex onto Mirongjing's chest. Under Lin Kong's command, the Tyrannosaurus Rex immediately grabbed Mirongjing's clothes after hitting Mirongjing. Then, the next step is, Lin Kong shouted while rushing towards Mirongjing, Mirongjing, move your head to aim at the zombies. What? Move your head? Mirongjing was a little puzzled. She didn't understand why Lin Kong asked her to do this. But for some reason, she felt a strong sense of confidence from Lin Kong's tone. Could it be that this man can really save her? So, she half believed and half doubtedly aimed her face at the shopping guide zombie that pounced on her. Mirongjing's face was full of confusion. What on earth did he want to do? The reason why Lin Kong asked her to do this was to solve the aiming problem. The Tyrannosaurus Rex has the forbidden fire eyes, which can freeze the shopping guide zombie for a short period of time. However, the problem is, the original text is in Liu number 9/. Even if it opens its eyes and uses the forbidden fire eyes, it cannot aim effectively. Due to the dazzling light, the Tyrannosaurus Rex will always be blind. So, how can it aim? In the freezer, under this strong light, the only person who can see normally is Mirongjing. Therefore, Mirongjing can only be relied on to aim. But, the problem comes again. Mirongjing's limbs are all disabled, and her body is tied firmly to the pillar. She can't grab the Tyrannosaurus Rex to aim. The only part she can move is her head. So, how to use a head to help the Tyrannosaurus Rex aim? The answer is, as long as Mirongjing's face is aimed at the zombie, the Tyrannosaurus Rex can stand on Mirongjing's shoulders and put its head against Mirongjing's face, thus realizing the legendary blind sniping. At this moment, the Tyrannosaurus Rex became a sniper rifle, and Mirongjing's face became the scope of the sniper rifle. Swish, swish, swish. To be on the safe side, under Lin Kong's control, the Tyrannosaurus Rex fired 6 consecutive, forbidden fire eyes, at the position where Mirongjing's face was facing. Although the intelligence of the shopping guide zombie had been slightly improved by Zhuge corpse, she was unable to avoid the flame shooting at such close range. So, pop, Pa, pa. All 6 shots hit the shopping guide zombie's legs, hands, abdomen and other positions. Although they were not important positions, the confinement effect carried by the flames, like 6 nails, firmly nailed the shopping guide zombie in place. Now, the Tyrannosaurus Rex has been upgraded to level 2, and the duration of Forbidden Fire Eye has also been extended. For opponents of the same level, it can at least confine them for 4 or 5 seconds. However, the strength of the shopping guide zombie is at the peak of level 2, and with the strengthening of Zhuge corpse, she has learned the skills of using spiritual energy. Therefore, her confinement time is only 1.5 seconds, 30 meters, 1.5 seconds, enough. As the school's sprint champion, Lin Kong, with the blessing of dinosaur possession, only took 1 second to catch up with the shopping guide zombie. Because he couldn't see with his eyes, Lin Kong could only hit Jing hard. Then, he spent another half a second to grope towards the approximate position in front of Jing. Success. Lin Kong successfully touched the shopping guide zombie. Now, things have become much simpler. A smug smile appeared on Lin Kong's face. Now that I've caught you, don't even think about running away. Hee. Next, I'll let you taste my self-created 4th trick, killing with the girl in my arms. Chapter 164, Cannon Team. Before Lin Kong used the kill with girl in arms, let's go back a little. 5 minutes ago, at the main entrance of the gathering place, because all the mutant zombies were called by Zhuge corpse to besiege the cafeteria, there was almost no mutant zombie at the main entrance of the gathering place at this moment. A breeze blew across the ground, blowing a white plastic bag on the ground into the air. Pa, a foot wearing pink leather shoes stepped on the flying white plastic bag back to the ground. Looking up along the shiny leather shoes, there were pink pants that were ironed very flat. Looking up further, there was a pink men's shirt with only 2 buttons fastened. Therefore, it was easy to see inside. The strong, masculine muscles. Looking up at the head, the specific appearance could not be seen, because he was wearing a pink mask on his face. In the middle of the mask, the word cannon was written in black regular script. Yes, this man in pink is the leader of the POW meteorite team. The president has several different meteorite teams under his command, and these teams are named after chess pieces. For example, the team led by Jing before was the soldier team, and Jing was the soldier team leader. The team that is a little more powerful than Jing is the POW team leader. Even more powerful than the POW team leader are the chariot team leader, horse team leader, Xiang team leader. The most powerful one is naturally the scholar team leader who protects the general. In short, soldier, POW, chariot, horse, Xiang, scholar. From weak to strong, there are a total of 6 teams, protecting the president who is the general. At the moment, this POW team leader dressed in pink came to protect the president. There are also 2 beautiful women with plump figures. The pink-dressed man held a girl's waist with his left hand and touched another girl's butt with his right hand, and walked forward at the door of the gathering place. As they walked, the pink-dressed man said to one of the girls, "You can open the umbrella now." The plump girl suddenly realized and said, "My dear, did you know that it was going to rain, so you asked me to bring an umbrella?" As she said that, the plump girl opened the umbrella and held it above her head. The sky was covered with dark clouds, and there was a faint sound of thunder between the clouds, which seemed to be a sign of rain. The other woman saw that the plump girl had an umbrella, but she didn't, and pouted immediately. "Honey, why don't you get me an umbrella? What should I do if it rains later?" The pink-clad man pinched the woman's buttocks with his big hand, shrugged and said, "I didn't say it would rain later." As soon as he finished speaking, there was a pop sound. It seemed that something fell on the plump girl's umbrella. The plump girl put down the umbrella and found that it was covered with a pile of white mud. When the plump girl was puzzled, the pink-clad man explained, "The reason why I asked you to open the umbrella is because 10 minutes ago, I predicted that a bird would fly over here and poop on your head." It turned out to be bird poop. The plump girl threw away the umbrella in disgust. When the coquettish woman saw the bird shit being successfully blocked, she immediately pulled the pink-clad cannon man's arm and praised him. "Oh my dear, your superpower, future water, is really amazing. The coquettish woman praised him while rubbing the pink-clad cannon man's body with the soft part of her body. Facing the praise from the cannon team members, the pink-clad cannon man hummed a few times with great enjoyment. That's right, these two beautiful women are not only the pink-clad cannon man's lovers, but also his loyal subordinates, and the pink-clad cannon man's superpower is the future water, that can predict future changes. Hoo-la-la, the pink-clad cannon man casually raised his hand and created a large group of water out of thin air. These transparent water streams condensed into a mirror in midair. Let me see what the person who threatens the president looks like. Previously, the pink-coated cannon man used the water of the future to predict the president's future and vaguely sensed that there was a human in the gathering place who would pose a certain threat to the president's life. So, the pink-coated cannon man turned the water of the future into a mirror to show the appearance of the threatening person. The original text is available at LU number 9/. However, because it was too far away, the water of the future could only show that the person was in the cafeteria of the gathering place. There was no choice. The pink-coated cannon man had to take two of his men to the door of the gathering place. This time, the distance was close enough. The mirror in front of him changed, and various colors appeared on it, gradually forming a dynamic picture. The pink-coated cannon man took a closer look and found that the picture formed by the water of the future was exactly the picture of Lin Kong punching a zombie's head. Wow, he has two long horns and one short horn on his face, and dark green skin on his body. This guy looks so weird and ferocious. No wonder he can threaten the president. I guess this guy must be very powerful, at least a level 4 pervert. The two beautiful women next to him took a breath of cold air after hearing this. Level 4? Then should we fight him? The pink-clothed cannon man curled his lips. Fight him? Haha, if you want to die, go ahead. This level 4 pervert should be left to the people of the car team to deal with. The three people of the cannon team are all level 3 new humans. Facing an enemy that may be a level 4 pervert, they naturally cannot defeat it. Therefore, although he knew the enemy's location, the pink-clothed cannon man planned to ask the car team to solve this matter for safety reasons. When they were about to leave, suddenly, in the picture of future water, a female zombie wearing a supermarket shopping guide uniform jumped in from the hole on the roof. After the shopping guide zombie's legs emitted a strong white light, the enemy with horns on his head quickly closed his eyes. Seeing this, the pink-clothed cannon man was immediately very surprised and exclaimed, "The eyes of a level 3 new human are not afraid of the strong light emitted by the spiritual energy. Why did this guy close his eyes?" With this question, the pink-clothed cannon man continued to watch. Then, he discovered Lin Kong's true strength. Damn, this enemy who can threaten the life of the president is not even level 3. This is too rubbish, right? Chapter 165. Hold tight, then kill. At the entrance of the gathering place, the pink-clad cannon man adjusted the pink mask on his face, his tone full of disbelief. Impossible? Theoretically speaking, this guy's strength cannot be lower than level 3. So, the pink-clad cannon man activated the predictive ability of water of the future. Again, he asked the water mirror suspended in the air, "Dear future sister, please tell me, who is the enemy who will threaten the president next?" After asking, a circle of red light suddenly lit up in a place in the water mirror. The red light circled the dark green triangle monster. It's right, my water of the future is always very accurate. Even the bird droppings falling from the sky 10 minutes later can be predicted. So, this triangular monster must be an enemy that will threaten the life of the president. The plump girl next to him heard the conclusion of the pink-clothed cannon man and said, "I know, the reason why he is regarded as a dangerous enemy by water of the future, despite his low strength, is that this triangular monster must be a guy who grows very fast." The pink-clothed cannon man nodded solemnly. "Well, this can be explained." The coquettish woman who hugged the pink-clothed cannon man's arm immediately urged, "Husband Tilda, while this guy is weak, let's kill him quickly." The future predicted by water of the future can be changed. For example, the bird droppings that would fall on the plump girl's head before, Just need to open an umbrella before falling, and you can easily resolve the future that is unfavorable to you. That makes sense. But let's observe first. The pink-coated cannon man agreed with the coquettish woman's plan. However, for the sake of caution, the pink-coated cannon man decided to wait a little longer. After he fully understood the situation of the triangular monster and confirmed that the enemy's strength was really less than level 3, the pink-coated cannon man would immediately launch an attack. Come, let's observe together and see what's so special about this triangular monster. The pink-coated cannon man called two beautiful subordinates and carefully analyzed Lin Kong's strength together. When they saw Lin Kong's Tyrannosaurus Rex, the coquettish woman wondered, "Is this a puppy? Why is it red?" The plump woman listened and said contemptuously, "This is obviously a mutant wolf." The pink-coated cannon man denied both. "You are all wrong. Observe its appearance carefully. It is very likely a dinosaur." "Dinosaur? No way. Isn't that something that has long been extinct?" The coquettish woman didn't believe it. "After the doomsday, there will be corpses that can walk, and it is not impossible for extinct dinosaurs to appear." The plump woman believed the pink-coated cannon man's speculation. "Fortunately, we didn't act on our own. This guy's Tyrannosaurus Rex looks pretty awesome." The pink-coated cannon man was glad that he didn't act trashly, but, as soon as he finished speaking, he was slapped in the face, because the pink-coated cannon man found that this Tyrannosaurus Rex was also powerless to resist strong light. The eyes of a level 3 mutant beast, like a level 3 new human, are also immune to strong light. Judging from the tightly closed eyes of the Tyrannosaurus Rex, this guy with flames on his feet and flaming eyes is not even level 3. The red-bodied Tyrannosaurus Rex looks majestic, but it turns out that he is a weakling who has not even reached level 3. The enemy is weak, and the enemy's pet is not powerful either. The pink-coated cannon man had to speculate, since this triangular monster will be judged as a dangerous enemy by future water, then, perhaps he must have some special skills. Let's continue to see. At the same time, in the freezer, Lin Kong, with his eyes closed, has already groped the body of the shopping guide zombie. He pulled the female zombie's body into his arms. "Come here, let me show you my fourth unique skill, killing with a girl in my arms." The night when Lin Kong first learned dinosaur possession, he had already thought of a lot of strange moves. When fighting Murong, these moves were not very useful, but when fighting zombies, these moves are very useful. At this moment, Lin Kong couldn't open his eyes, so the killing with a girl in my arms that he had created before could be used here. The first step of killing with a girl in my arms: use your strong hands to hold the girl zombie tightly in your arms. Tighter, tighter. Let the girl zombie's head stick tightly to your chest, so tight that the girl zombie can't breathe. Lin Kong, what are you doing? Be careful, it bites you. Murong looked at Lin Kong holding the female zombie tightly, and couldn't help but remind him anxiously, the strength of the shopping guide zombie has reached the peak of level 2. The original text can be read in Liu number 9 at book/bar. Moreover, zombies' teeth are generally much harder than those of humans of the same level. Once the shopping guide zombie opens its mouth to bite Lin Kong, it will surely bite through Lin Kong's liquid dragon armor, although, she also hopes that Lin Kong, this annoying fly, will die quickly. But now, Lin Kong cannot die, because the freezer is now surrounded by mutant zombies. Once Lin Kong dies, no one will stand up to lead everyone to survive. And Murong herself is seriously injured and will definitely die, but she cannot die. She must pass the information about Zhuge corpse, controlling spiritual energy to the president. Ka. The shopping guide zombie in Lin Kong's arms is opening its big mouth full of fangs. However, it has not had time to bite down. Lin Kong has already used the second step of killing with sister in arms. Kill. The reason why Lin Kong hugged the shopping guide zombie tightly was, firstly, to prevent it from moving around, and secondly, to accurately find the position of the zombie's eyes. Then, the long horns on Lin Kong's face suddenly disappeared and appeared on his chest. The two long horns stabbed the zombie's eyes fiercely. Puff, puff. The long horns pierced the zombie's eyeballs and pierced through the zombie's brain. Finally, they came out from the back of the head. The shopping guide zombie could no longer open its big mouth. The dazzling light emanating from its legs also quickly went out, and the pair of eyes that had originally shown a little bit of agility turned into a dead gray color again. At this point, the shopping guide zombie at the peak of level 2 died, although this beautiful shopping guide zombie was lucky to escape the bullets of the gate guard who was kind to her, but in the end, it still died in the hands of the barbaric and brutal Lin Kong. In addition, Lin Kong was provided with a level 2 mutant spirit core and 2 drops of mist liquid. Level 1 mutant zombies will produce 1 drop of mist liquid. Level 2 mutant zombies will produce 2 drops. After these 2 drops of mist liquid were absorbed by the 7 black ball, the size of the 7 black ball became a little bigger. In addition to the zombies killed by the previous whole plan, the 7 black ball has now become the size of a disposable paper cup, and the upper limit of the number of times its 7 black freeze can be used has also been increased to 20 times. Chapter 166 Anger, Huge Corpse. At the main entrance of the gathering place, the pink-coated cannon man and others who were observing the situation in the freezer through the water mirror formed by Water of the Future, immediately and silently recorded Lin Kong's 4th special skill, killing with a girl in his arms. As a level 3 pink-coated cannon man, he naturally had a sharp eye and saw through every step of killing with a girl in his arms. First, hold the opponent tightly, and then pierce the opponent's brain with the long horn. This guy's moves are quite insidious. If you fight him in the future, you must be more careful. The plump woman next to him also nodded, agreeing with the pink-coated cannon man's point of view. Indeed, this guy's long horns can disappear and appear at will. Once you fight him, it's really tricky. Moreover, the flames shot by his Tyrannosaurus Rex seem to have a confinement effect. The new humans who can be transformed by the president will not be too bad in combat. Although the plump woman is a woman, she has also analyzed a lot of useful information through the battle between Lin Kong and the shopping guide zombie just now. The other spoiled woman also showed a rare solemnity. This guy must have more cards. In order to prevent failure, we must turn over all his cards. The 3 members of the cannon team continued to observe carefully through the water mirror suspended in the air. After all, this triangular monster is about to threaten the life of the president. They must figure out all the strength of this guy before they dare to take action. In the freezer. Hey, the strong light disappeared. When I couldn't see anything just now, I thought I was dead. Everyone slowly opened their eyes. They were all new humans, so their vision recovered quickly. When Zi Wang saw the graceful shopping guide female zombie falling softly from Lin Kong's arms, he couldn't help but exclaimed, "Wow, brother Lin Kong, you killed it again." Zi Wang, who has a perspective eye, naturally understands how terrifying the shopping guide female zombie is. Level 2 peak mutant zombies. Zi Wang had almost no ability to resist monsters of this level. However, Lin Kong, a mere ordinary person, actually killed this level 2 peak zombie in seconds with a level 1 Triceratops and a Tyrannosaurus Rex that had just been promoted to level 2. Moreover, he killed his opponent in seconds while being blind. This strength is really amazing. Zi Wang couldn't help but feel a sense of fear in his heart. Yesterday afternoon, Zi Wang still wanted to get rid of this Lin Kong. Haha, I was simply looking for death at that time. Based on the actual combat power shown by Lin Kong, Zi Wang even felt that even if all the new humans in the gathering place came together, they might not be able to beat this Lin Kong. It's too scary. This person is simply a monster. Facing Zi Wang's surprise, Lin Kong smiled easily. Hee, I just used a small trick. If you have to count the more powerful moves, Lin Kong has created a total of 4 tricks. This killing with a girl in arms is the 4th unique skill, and among the 4 unique skills, it is a relatively rubbish one. After Lin Kong wiped off the dirty blood on his long horns, he turned them back to his forehead. Could it be? When he fought me just now, he didn't use all his strength. Jing on the pillar saw Lin Kong kill the shopping guide zombie so easily, and couldn't help but guess in her heart. Jing naturally heard the 4th unique skill that Lin Kong just said, so she couldn't help but suspect that Lin Kong had even more powerful 3rd unique skill, 2nd unique skill, and 1st unique skill. At the same time, Jing also found that when Lin Kong fought with her before, He didn't use any unique skills or anything like that. So, she thought that Lin Kong must have hidden his strength from her. How strong is this man? However, Jing would never think of it. The reason why Lin Kong didn't use any unique skills when he fought with her before was because Lin Kong panicked. That's right, Lin Kong was indeed panicking at that time, so he didn't think of all the unique skills he had created for a moment. Moreover, Lin Kong's attention was all on the Tyrannosaurus Rex that was condensing beads, so his battle with Jing seemed extremely difficult. In short, after Lin Kong fought with Jing, he had experienced death and his mentality was greatly improved. The original text is available at Liu number 9/. He has become calmer, more calm, and more rational than before. Don't be stunned. Go back and guard. Lin Kong commanded everyone to continue guarding under the cave and start fighting zombies. Because Lin Kong directly killed the terrible zombie at the peak of level 2, everyone's fighting spirit was very proud. Although there were still many mutant zombies outside, the powerful Lin Kong was like a magic needle that stabilized the sea, making everyone's hanging hearts become more stable. With the confidence to defeat the zombie tide, everyone's strength increased a bit. Although there were still agile mutant zombies that kept jumping down from the hole, the crowd quickly dealt with them. The first group was tired, so they retreated to rest. Then, the second group took over and continued to fight. Everything was going on in an orderly manner. However, Jing, who was tied to the pillar, saw through the truth behind this piece. There was a level 3, huge corpse, outside. Because only when huge corpse reached level 3, it could create a level 2 peak shopping guide female zombie. Although Lin Kong and his dinosaurs cooperated well and had many strange moves, but level 3 strong people have a strong suppression force on weak people below level 3. Jing couldn't help but think of the morning when she met the president, at the door of the Real Huas supermarket, facing the terrifying level 3 zombies. She couldn't move at all, and could do nothing but wait to die. If later, the level 3, huge corpse, came in and used an irresistible suppression force. So, how can Lin Kong, who has not reached level 3, overcome the repressive force? At the same time, at the entrance of the cafeteria, the expression on huge corpse's face, which felt the death of the shopping guide zombie, was quite angry. Its eyeballs dangling next to its nose even emitted a red murderous light. Huge corpse pointed at the roof and ordered the 2 level 3 girl zombies beside him. He told You two, come on, eat the humans inside. However, the twin girls didn't seem to hear it. They still held Huang Yun's photo and said one by one, Mommy why don't you speak? Mommy, go and cook, I'm so hungry. Chapter 167 Invincible Tyrannosaurus Rex. At the entrance of the cafeteria, seeing that the twin girl zombies didn't care about his orders at all, the eyeballs on huge corpse's cheeks jumped up in anger. It snatched the photo of the twin girl's mother Huang Yun, and shouted with fierce eyes, You two, go and kill the humans inside. When saying this, people who don't know its true identity will subconsciously think that huge corpse is just an ordinary person with a bad temper. However, the twin girl zombies, who are also level 3, don't have the same real emotions as huge corpse. They just keep shouting mommy repeatedly. They are like 2 cute little idiots. Even if huge corpse took away their mom, they dare not get angry at huge corpse because of the control power. Huge corpse stuffed the photo into his suit pocket and continued to give orders. Now, go. When the twin girl zombies couldn't see Huang Yun's photo, their originally docile eyes immediately showed bloodthirsty murderous intent. After receiving the command from huge corpse, the twin girl zombies turned around and jumped to the roof of the cafeteria. One of them is bounce zombie, and the other is swing zombie, both of which are agile zombies, so they jumped onto the roof easily. Level 3 mutant zombies have clearer and more sensitive noses. They can smell the strong smell of living people coming from the freezer below the hole. They ran straight to the hole. On the way, other mutant zombies they met knelt on their knees and crawled on the ground, not daring to move. At the same time, in the freezer, everyone noticed something unusual. Hey, why did the footsteps on the roof disappear? Have they been killed by us? There was an optimistic new human who thought that all the agile zombies were dead. However, when he said this, just when he was about to raise his hand to wipe the sweat on his forehead, he suddenly found that he couldn't lift his hand. So, he turned around and said to the others in confusion, "Why can't I move my hands all of a sudden? Wait, my neck seems to be unable to move either. And, my mouth." As he was talking, he was shocked to find that even his mouth was frozen in midair, with crystal clear saliva flowing out of the corner of his mouth. Then, the same thing happened to other new humans. My mouth too. But Zi Wang, a level 2 new human, was relatively better. "What's wrong with you? What can't you move?" Zi Wang was about to step forward to check on his subordinates, but he was also surprised to find that his feet could not move. It was as if an invisible person was firmly holding his feet. Suddenly, Zi Wang's face changed wildly, and he thought of a terrible possibility. Could it be that the power bestowed on me is suppression? Could it be that a level 3 zombie came nearby? Zi Wang was about to remind Lin Kong, but he found that he could no longer open his mouth, because, on the roof, the twin girl zombies have come to the edge of the hole. The closer they get, the stronger the suppression power of the level 3 strongmen on the weaker ones below level 3 will be. Zi Wang could only move his eyeballs. When he found that it was a level 3 zombie approaching, he felt extremely scared. So, Zi Wang immediately thought of Lin Kong. Facing the terrifying level 3 zombies, he was like an ant under the feet of an elephant, with no room for resistance. At the moment, perhaps only Lin Kong can win a glimmer of hope. However, when Zi Wang turned his eyes and looked at Lin Kong, he found desperately, Lin Kong couldn't move either! Even the liquid dragon armor on Lin Kong's body was slowly peeling off. In fact, it was Lin Kong who first discovered the suppression power. Because Lin Kong was an ordinary person without spiritual energy, he couldn't speak when everyone could still move. Since he couldn't speak, he couldn't remind others. Moreover, as the twin girl zombies approached, even Lin Kong's dinosaur possession skill was automatically lifted. The liquid dragon armor turned back into the appearance of a triceratops. The triceratops also stood at Lin Kong's feet, unable to move. It also failed to escape the suppression of the level 3 zombies. The original text is available at number 9 at book/bar. Lin Kong tried to communicate with the 7 black balls in his arms with his mind, and he was delighted to find that the 7 black balls could actually move. However, what happened next surprised him, because after the 7 black balls jumped out of Lin Kong's arms, they quickly ran back into the eggshell of the 7 black eggs not far away. Then, no matter how Lin Kong summoned them, they had no intention of coming out. "Damn, I'm dizzy." Although the 7 black balls could move, they hid in the 7 black eggs because of fear and never dared to come out again. Sure enough, this huge corpse is level 3. Jing, who was tied to the pillar, was far away, but she could also clearly feel the terrifying and familiar suppression force. Then, when she found that the triceratops on Lin Kong's body had released the dinosaur possession, she couldn't help but feel a sense of despair in her heart. Although Lin Kong's brain is very flexible, it is a pity that in the face of absolute power and absolute suppression, all skills and tricks are just futile. Jing's heart became dead silent again. "I actually encountered a level 3 zombie again!" Last time, at the door of the Real Huis supermarket, it was the great president who happened to pass by and saved me. And this time, will the president come down from the sky again? Jing knew that Lin Kong could not save the people in the freezer at all, and the result waiting for everyone was only death, unless the great president came again. However, the president was busy with the plan to save the world and it was impossible for him to come here to save the survivors. So, we are dead. Boom, boom. 2 little girls in princess dresses jumped into the freezer one after the other. Although they looked like normal people, everyone knew that they were zombies, level 3 zombies. It was because of them that only 2 of the level 2 new humans in the gathering place were left. Two. When Jing saw the familiar twin zombies, her face suddenly became more desperate. Almost all the survivors in the gathering place had portraits of these two level 3 zombies, so Murong-Jing also knew them. They were all agile zombies, not huge zombies, at all. That is to say, including the twin girls, there would be a total of 3 level 3 zombies. I couldn't even beat one, let alone 3. What's the point of resisting? Murong-Jing decisively closed her eyes and decided to wait for death. However, at the moment when everyone was desperate, a strong and powerful roar suddenly sounded, Angtilda. This roar was full of fearless mental power, full of willpower to never surrender no matter how powerful the enemy is. The owner of this cry is none other than the one who is not even as tall as Lin Kong's knees. Tyrant, King, Dragon, exclamation mark. Chapter 168, Water of the Future, Mistake. At the same time, at the entrance of the gathering place, the 3-man team of pink-coated gunmen were closely watching Lin Kong's movements. When they saw the triangle monster Lin Kong being suppressed by the suppression of the level 3 zombies and unable to move, several question marks popped up in the minds of the 3 people. No way, this triangle monster is so rubbish that he can't even resist the suppression. The people in the freezer are all rubbish. None of them can fight. The 2 level 3 zombies haven't jumped down from the roof yet, and they are like being petrified and unable to move. The plump woman and the coquettish woman were discussing one by one. The pink-coated gunman was also very puzzled. He didn't expect that this triangle monster who could threaten the life of the president could not even resist the pressure of the level 3 strongman. It was really incredible. With such low combat power, this triangle monster would be automatically eaten by 2 level 3 zombies without even having to take action. Just as the pink-clad cannon man was thinking, suddenly, it's moving, my dear, look, he's moving. The coquettish woman pulled the pink-clad cannon man's arm, pointed at the picture in the water mirror, and exclaimed, "What?" Hearing the sound, the pink-clad cannon man suddenly raised his head and looked at the translucent water mirror suspended in the air. In it, the long horns, head shield and dark green skin on Lin Kong's body were fading from his body like a tide. In the end, these fading objects turned into a dark green triceratops at the feet of the triangle monster. No, at this time, he should not be called the triangle monster, because the long horns and dark green skin on his body were gone, and he became a normal-looking person. After seeing this, the pink-coated cannon man immediately understood. This guy turned out to be a normal person without horns. Seeing the objects on Lin Kong's body move, the pink-coated cannon man thought that Lin Kong would use some powerful trump card, but he found that the triceratops that had just separated from Lin Kong was also like a scared turtle, lying on the ground with all 4 limbs, and did not move at all under the pressure of the level 3 zombie. That's it. The pink-coated cannon man was still waiting for Lin Kong to use some earth-shattering skills, but Lin Kong couldn't even say a word. Through Lin Kong's battle with the shopping guide zombie just now, the pink-coated cannon man naturally heard Lin Kong's holding the girl in the arms to kill. Since holding the girl in the arms to kill is the 4th trick, then there should be a stronger 3rd trick, 2nd trick, and 1st trick. Therefore, the pink-coated cannon man is still looking forward to Lin Kong using those powerful tricks. However, what he didn't expect was that Lin Kong's so-called special skills were not powerful moves, but a combination of his existing skills. These special skills could not directly enhance Lin Kong's strength and speed. In other words, as long as he was suppressed and unable to move, all Lin Kong's cool special skills would be useless. In the face of absolute power, all fancy things lost their effect, and Lin Kong would definitely die. Suddenly, the coquettish woman hugged the pink-clothed cannon man's arm tightly, and said in surprise, "Oh my god, old husband Tilda, this guy's eyes are actually not bright. He is an ordinary person who has not evolved." The pink-clothed cannon man took a closer look, and the expression on his face became puzzled. This guy is actually an ordinary person without spiritual energy. Could it be that the source of his strength is all from his Triceratops and Tyrannosaurus Rex? No way. Why would such a person be judged by future water as a threat to the president? Did my future water make a mistake? After discovering that Lin Kong was an ordinary person, The pink-clothed cannon man was quite confused. In the past, he believed in his future water very much, but now Lin Kong's situation made him start to doubt his ability. The coquettish woman stretched out a finger and said confidently, "Husband Tilda, I'm not bragging. I feel that I can kill this guy with just one finger." The pink-clothed cannon man nodded and agreed with the coquettish woman's words. Indeed, according to Lin Kong's current performance, the coquettish woman's finger can really kill Lin Kong instantly. Although Lin Kong's Triceratops can possess people and its horns can move at will, although Lin Kong's Tyrannosaurus can step on fire with both feet and have fire in his eyes, but these strange abilities are not worth mentioning in front of the absolute power of level 3 cultivation. The original text is available at LU number 9 at book/bar. I guess we don't need to do anything. These 2 level 3 zombies will eat him. When he dies, we will leave. The pink-clothed cannon man decided not to stay here. After Lin Kong dies, they will leave. Even a 1,000-mile horse can stumble. Perhaps this time it was really a misprediction by future water. Theoretically speaking, this dinosaur breeder could not pose a life threat to the president. Well, he deserves to be eaten by zombies. My husband and I have worried for nothing. The coquettish woman also agreed with the pink-clothed cannon man's decision. These members of the cannon team did not decide to rescue the other survivors in the freezer, because they also have an important task assigned by the president, looking for meteorites that fell near the county town. The president's task is always more important than saving people, because the president can save the world, and every task assigned by the president is endowed with the great significance of saving the world. As for those unlucky people in the freezer, let them die. In the face of the great task of saving the world, the death of a few people is inevitable. Moreover, the members of the cannon team do not know the strangers in the freezer. Although Murong-jing is the leader of the soldier team, the pink-clothed cannon man has never seen Murong-jing's true face. Since they don't know each other, the pink-clothed cannon man will certainly not save Murong-jing. In the freezer, when even the air was about to solidify, when the pink-coated cannon man thought that Lin Kong was about to be torn apart by the zombies, when all humans, all animals, and even the cockroaches in the corner were terrified and unable to move under the pressure of this level 3 zombie, whoosh, 2 balls of blazing flames emerged from the eyes of the Tyrannosaurus Rex. The head that was originally unable to move, but because of the Tyrannosaurus Rex's unyielding willpower, slowly lifted up. Just like the roar that the Tyrannosaurus Rex made against the jumping zombie in Orange Village, the Tyrannosaurus Rex slowly opened its mouth and let out a long roar to the sky. Chapter 169. One dragon plays with 2 girls. After a long roar, the flames under the feet of the Tyrannosaurus Rex also rose up. This red and hot flame was like a gas tank, swift and powerful. The raging flames instantly spread all over the body of the Tyrannosaurus Rex. Looking at the eyes of the Tyrannosaurus Rex, it was full of endless fighting spirit. You pit father dragon, you, Lin Kong, who was originally unable to speak, was also filled with the fighting spirit of never giving up because of heart-to-heart communication. So, he was surprised to find, I can actually speak. Lin Kong tried to move his feet, but the muscles in his legs still didn't obey. If the body can't move, it won't be of much use even if you can speak. Originally, the twin girl zombies were approaching Ziwang. Ziwang was so scared that he didn't dare to sweat even a drop of sweat on his forehead. He watched the twins and slowly opened his cherry mouth. The cute little mouth was full of creepy, densely packed, white fangs. Ziwang was immediately scared to death, but fortunately, he was scared to death a second before he was completely scared. The Tyrannosaurus Rex let out a long roar, attracting the attention of the twin girl zombies. They turned their heads and looked at the dwarf Tyrannosaurus Rex on the floor with their big eyes as clear as those of humans. They were a little puzzled. Why could this dwarf break free from their suppression? Tap tap. The twin girl zombies approached the Tyrannosaurus Rex step by step. This dwarf with a body on fire roused their interest. Mommy, I want to eat this little dog. Mommy, that little dog looks delicious. The twin girl zombies decided to eat the Tyrannosaurus Rex first. While talking to the non-existent mommy, they opened their hands to the Tyrannosaurus Rex. However, the Tyrannosaurus rex, bathed in blazing flames, had completely ignored the pressure of the level 3 zombies and could move normally. So, before the twin girl zombies approached, the Tyrannosaurus rex rushed towards them. In the dictionary of the Tyrannosaurus rex, there is no word fear. No matter whether it is level 1 or level 3, no matter whether it can beat them or not, it will bite them and that's it. The Tyrannosaurus rex does not know fear, but Lin Kong does. Although the Tyrannosaurus rex has been upgraded to level 2, if it is 1 against 2, it cannot be the opponent of 2 level 3 zombies. Run! Lin Kong roared and issued an action order. The Tyrannosaurus rex, who originally wanted to confront them head-on, received the order and could only brake urgently and turn around to run under the hole. There are too many people in the freezer. Once a fight breaks out, innocent people will be hurt. Therefore, Lin Kong's first strategy is to let the Tyrannosaurus rex jump out from under the hole first. The 2 girl zombies in white princess dresses reacted quickly and chased after them. The speed of their bodies is almost twice that of the Tyrannosaurus rex. Caught up, it only took half a second for the 2 level 3 zombies to catch up with the fleeing Tyrannosaurus rex. These 2 little girls are too fast. We can't just jump out. Lin Kong quickly rejected the original strategy. Once the Tyrannosaurus rex jumped in place towards the hole, the 2 level 3 girl zombies behind him would be able to catch the Tyrannosaurus rex in an instant. The Tyrannosaurus rex has sharp teeth and high attack power, strong legs and fast speed. However, its defense is too low. Even though the Tyrannosaurus rex has been promoted to level 2, it is still not as good as the defense of the level 1 Triceratops. Therefore, if the Tyrannosaurus rex is caught by the twin girl zombies, the consequences will be disastrous. Then, execute the old tactics. Lin Kong smiled slightly and thought of a plan. The biggest difference between zombies and humans is that zombies have low IQs, although the opponent is 2 level 3 zombies. Lin Kong is full of confidence in winning under the influence of the Tyrannosaurus rex's courageous spirit. Come on, Pit Father Dragon, let's crush this idiot with intelligence. Swish! The fast-running Tyrannosaurus rex suddenly braked. It stopped running and rushed towards the level 3 zombies chasing behind it. The level 3 girl zombie raised her palm and slapped the Tyrannosaurus rex. This palm was so powerful that even the air around it whizzed when it was slapped. Once hit, the Tyrannosaurus rex would definitely turn into a ball of mud. This is definitely not a joke. However, the original text is available at LU number 9 / Not far away. Lin Kong was concentrating on watching the level 3 girl zombies' every move. Therefore, when the level 3 girl zombie's palm just raised, Lin Kong had already issued a corresponding evasion command. The small and agile Tyrannosaurus rex moved forward in an S shape on the ground and easily avoided this dangerous palm. The palm did not hit the Tyrannosaurus rex, so it naturally fell on the ground. Bang! The tiles on the ground were immediately smashed into pieces. The palm was raised, and a deep concave mark appeared on the ground. Everyone was relieved when they saw the palm strike that missed. At the moment, the Tyrannosaurus rex, who was not afraid of the pressure of the level 3 zombie, was everyone's hope. This palm strike was too terrible, but fortunately the Tyrannosaurus rex dodged it. However, you can dodge the first day, but not the 5th day. A casual palm strike from the level 3 zombie can kill the level 2 Tyrannosaurus rex with low defense. As long as you are not careful, the Tyrannosaurus rex will die, so everyone can only continue to watch anxiously. Can this Tyrannosaurus rex really kill 2 level 3 zombies? The zombies are so stupid, and Lin Kong has so many tricks. Maybe the Tyrannosaurus rex can really succeed. Although everyone knows that the hope of winning is quite slim, everyone still expects a miracle to happen. It is worth mentioning that the twin girl zombies are of different types: bounce zombie, that can bounce like a bouncing ball, and swinging zombie, that swings on a swing with its tongue. After dodging a palm strike, the Tyrannosaurus rex successfully drilled under the crotch of a girl zombie. This girl zombie was exactly the dang zombie, with a very long tongue. The old tactic that Lin Kong was going to use was the drilling crotch tactic that he had used in Orange Village. Yes, the crotch is always a pain for zombies. The crotch is always a hurdle that zombies can't get around. The crotch is always a safe place that stupid zombies can't attack. Drill, 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 drill. Lin Kong commanded the Tyrannosaurus Rex to drill out from under the crotch of the dang zombie, and immediately drill under the skirt of the bouncing zombie. The Tyrannosaurus Rex was like a slippery loach, constantly drilling under the princess skirts of the 2 level 3 zombies. After drilling this one, drill that one. So, the 2 level 3 zombies were fooled around by the Tyrannosaurus Rex, who was only level 2. If you're listening to this novel on a channel other than Fanfic World, it means they downloaded and uploaded it without effort. We cordially invite you to visit our channel, Mundo Fanfic Novelist. There you'll find the original version of this story and you can explore many other novels of various genres. We are waiting for you to immerse yourself in a world of incredible novels. Chapter 170. Only children make choices. Mommy, mommy, this little dog is so hateful. Who? Mommy, come and kill this little dog. Who? The 2 girl zombies both showed human anger in their eyes, and they shouted loudly. They bent over, waved their hands angrily, and kept attacking the Tyrannosaurus Rex running around on the ground. However, all of them failed. Obviously, the speed of this little dog running at full speed was not as fast as theirs, but they just couldn't hit this little dog. They became more and more irritable, and the bloodthirsty fierceness in their eyes became more intense. They couldn't help but roar. Suddenly, the surrounding suppression force suddenly surged. Puff. Lin Kong, who was an ordinary person, immediately spurted out a mouthful of blood. Ugh! It hurts, my lungs. Because there was no spiritual energy to protect his body, the surge of suppression force directly caused Lin Kong's lungs to bleed profusely. It's over. I can't breathe. Who is the strongest person in the freezer? It's Lin Kong. Who is the weakest person in the freezer? It's also Lin Kong. Without the Triceratops dinosaur possession, every new human present can easily kill Lin Kong. As an ordinary person, Lin Kong is different from the new humans with spiritual energy. After a new human is stabbed, the bleeding may stop in 2 or 3 minutes, and it will take another day or 2 to return to normal. However, once Lin Kong is stabbed, he will die quickly. The wound cannot stop bleeding automatically. The bright red blood, as if it is free, keeps gushing out of Lin Kong's nostrils and mouth. Lin Kong, whose lungs were severely injured, can't breathe at all, and can't absorb oxygen. Perhaps in just 2 or 3 minutes, Lin Kong will go into shock and die. However, Lin Kong can't hold on for 2 or 3 minutes, because in the process of fighting with the level 3 zombies, the horrible suppression force that was inadvertently released was like a surging wave, which would directly affect Lin Kong to death. If Lin Kong had the enhancement of dinosaur possession, he would not die easily. But the problem is that the only creature that can resist in the freezer is the Tyrannosaurus Rex. The Triceratops, which used to kill gods and Buddhas, immediately turned off the fire when facing the real strong enemy. Its body lay on the ground, and no matter how Lin Kong called, it was like a stone and did not move. Now, it was terrible. Now, Lin Kong was facing a very helpless choice. If the Tyrannosaurus Rex continued to fight with the level 3 zombies, then the fragile Lin Kong would be directly shocked to death by the pressure emitted in the battle. Otherwise, the Tyrannosaurus Rex fought and stood still, and the pressure of the level 3 zombies would not fluctuate too much, and Lin Kong would not be shocked to death. But, he would be eaten. Simply put, if you choose to fight, Lin Kong will be shocked to death. If you choose not to fight, Lin Kong will be eaten. Choose one of the two. The result of each choice is death. The painful internal organs, the blood that kept gushing out of his mouth and nose, and the dizzy head all reminded Lin Kong he didn't have much time. He had to make a choice as soon as possible. The other people in the freezer who couldn't move, seeing the miserable appearance of Lin Kong who kept vomiting blood, were all confused. This dinosaur breeder was so strong. Why did he become like this? Only Zi Wang's face changed wildly, and he quickly reacted. Zi Wang knew that the source of Lin Kong's strength was all the Triceratops at his feet. Moreover, the worst part was that the Tyrannosaurus Rex would only listen to Lin Kong. In other words, once Lin Kong died, the Tyrannosaurus Rex would lose control and fight directly with the level 3 zombies. It was simply a fantasy for a brainless level 2 Tyrannosaurus Rex to beat 2 level 3 zombies. It was over. As long as Lin Kong died, everyone would be finished. Originally, Zi Wang hoped that Lin Kong could create a miracle and command the Tyrannosaurus Rex to kill 2 zombies. Now it seems that this is basically impossible. Similarly, Murong Jing also discovered Lin Kong's difficult situation. Her mood was complicated, with both regret and joy. Unfortunately, after Lin Kong died, she herself could not survive. If she died, she would not be able to pass the information about Zhu's corpse to the president in time. And the joy was that Lin Kong, this annoying fly, finally died. Now, the president can continue his great plan to save the world with peace of mind. The original text is available at Liu number 9 at book/bar. At the door of the gathering place, the pink-clothed cannon man and his 2 beautiful lovers were also closely watching Lin Kong's actions. Seeing the weak performance of Lin Kong's body, the pink-clothed cannon man finally believed the amazing fact that Lin Kong was an ordinary person. Bleeding, this guy is too fragile. The coquettish woman on the side pouted and said, "Husband Tilda, I take back what I said just now. I don't need to use a finger to deal with this guy. I can kill him in seconds with just a glance." Indeed, the coquettish woman was telling the truth. If Lin Kong didn't bring the dinosaur, the spoiled woman, who was a level 3 strongman, could kill Lin Kong instantly with the suppression force emitted from her eyes. The remaining plump woman stretched and showed off her graceful figure. Then she asked lazily, "Husband, has the water of the future predicted the location of the meteorite that fell in the county?" She felt that Lin Kong was doomed to die, so she began to think about the task assigned by the president. The pink-clothed cannon man nodded and replied, "Yes, it has been predicted. The meteorite is in the southeast, 5 kilometers away." The pink-clothed cannon man's eyes were sore because he stared at the water mirror for a long time. Now that Lin Kong was about to die, there was no need to keep staring. However, to be on the safe side, he had to wait until Lin Kong was completely dead before the pink-clothed cannon man turned off the water mirror and left. In the freezer, when everyone thought that Lin Kong was doomed to die, only Wu Fei still believed in Lin Kong. He was unable to explain because of the suppression force of the level 3 zombies. Therefore, Wu Fei could only cheer for Lin Kong silently in his heart. "You can do it, squad leader Lin. You will definitely get through this. When we were in college, my girlfriend was so hard to chase, but you still helped me to catch her. When I was fighting Go Yanking's combat effectiveness was obviously much better than mine, but under your tactical guidance, I still successfully defeated Go Yanking. Although level 3 zombies are very scary, squad leader Lin, I believe you can definitely defeat them." Perhaps because he felt the support of Wu Fei, Lin Kong stuck out his tongue, licked the blood at the corner of his mouth with difficulty, and then he smiled confidently at Wu Fei. "I'm 18 years old this year, so, I'm also an adult. Only children make choices. I, Lin Kong, don't want anything. The consequence of both choices is death, so Lin Kong naturally chose neither." Chapter 171, Breaking Free from Suppression. Fight. You will die. Don't fight. You will also die. It seems that there are only 2 choices, but Lin Kong has found a new way and thought of a brand new idea. That is, run away first and then fight. Lin Kong faces 2 difficulties. 1. The bleeding body will cause Lin Kong to go into shock and die immediately. 2. The threat of the strength of the level 3 zombies themselves. How to solve these 2 difficulties? Lin Kong quickly sorted out the situation and quickly came up with a solution to the current problem. That is, run away first and then fight. Lin Kong, who was losing blood, felt dizzy. He gritted his teeth and issued the first command, "Damn dragon, jump on it." The Tyrannosaurus Rex did not question it at all. Under Lin Kong's command, it jumped on the spot and jumped directly from under the skirt of the bounce zombie. Although the bounce zombie has a strong body defense, her skirt is still made of ordinary material. The Tyrannosaurus Rex jumped up and broke through her skirt directly, and came to the back of the bounce zombie. 2 sharp and short forelimbs firmly grasped the clothes on the back of the zombie. Moreover, the Tyrannosaurus Rex also twisted its butt towards another dang zombie, to provoke it. Seeing that the Tyrannosaurus Rex finally stopped running around, the Dang zombie, on the side immediately seized the opportunity and slapped the Tyrannosaurus Rex who provoked it. Now, Pitfall Dragon, jump for me. The Tyrannosaurus Rex immediately released its forelimbs that were grabbing the clothes, and its strong hind legs kicked hard on the back of the bouncing zombie, and its body shot out like an arrow. This jump not only allowed the Tyrannosaurus Rex to dodge the palm of the dang zombie in time, moreover, it also made the dang zombie slap the bouncing zombie's back with a powerful palm. Bang! The power of the level 3 zombie is so terrible. The bouncing zombie was immediately slapped away by this palm. Seeing her companion being slapped away, the very intelligent dang zombie was stunned. She didn't quite understand why she had slapped the little dog when she slapped her companion. Similarly, after bouncing zombie was slapped away, it got up from the ground angrily, staring fiercely at the Tyrannosaurus Rex. Yes, the stupid bouncing zombie thought that it was the Tyrannosaurus Rex that slapped it away. However, we don't have to care about the idiotic thoughts of these two level 3 zombies. The most important thing is that during the time when the two were stunned, the Tyrannosaurus Rex successfully jumped to the edge of the hole on the roof. Once again, under Lin Kong's command, the Tyrannosaurus Rex stretched out its buttocks and twisted its cute little buttocks at the two zombies below. Bouncing zombie and dang zombie were very angry. They immediately jumped onto the roof at a faster speed and continued to chase. Seeing the two zombies jumping up, the Tyrannosaurus Rex ran away. Because the roof is not transparent. So next, Lin Kong could only rely on luck to give orders. Don't run straight, move forward in a serpentine manner, run to where there are obstacles. Don't look back, just keep running. Although the zombies are fast, far faster than the Tyrannosaurus Rex, they turn slowly. Therefore, moving forward in a serpentine manner is the best choice to avoid being caught up by the zombies. Running behind an obstacle can temporarily escape the zombies' field of vision. When the zombies stop to take a closer look, the Tyrannosaurus Rex can take the opportunity to run farther. Don't look back, just keep running, because if the Tyrannosaurus Rex turns around, as long as it pauses for 1/10 of a second, the zombies chasing behind it may pounce directly on it. For the current situation, the best choice is to let the Tyrannosaurus Rex keep running forward and not look back. After the Tyrannosaurus Rex was chased on the roof for 2 or 3 seconds, the invisible and terrifying oppressive force covering everyone suddenly disappeared. Because the suppression force suddenly disappeared, someone accidentally fell to the ground, but he was very happy and said, "Hey, I can move. Fuck. Oh, I can finally speak. Level 3 zombies are so scary. I was scared to death just now." Everyone regained their mobility, and the light of hope rose in their desperate hearts. They all cast their eyes on Lin Kong, who was pale due to excessive blood loss, and expected Lin Kong and his dinosaur to create a new miracle. Everyone was weak and was not a match for the level 3 zombies. Only Lin Kong could save them. Wu Fei, who was on the side, rushed to Lin Kong immediately after regaining his mobility and supported Lin Kong, who was about to fall. The original text is available at Liu number 9/. Lin Kong touched his chest. He breathed deeply, but found that his lungs were tearing with pain, and 2 streams of blood spurted out of his nose. He still couldn't breathe. But now, the level 3 zombies have left, and after the suppression force disappeared, Lin Kong has found a way to treat his injuries. Dinosaur Possession, Activate. The Triceratops turned into a ball of dark green liquid, wrapping up Lin Kong completely. The endless power was transmitted from the liquid dragon armor that the Triceratops turned into Lin Kong's body. In addition, there were streams of warm breath that flowed into Lin Kong's lungs, heart, kidneys and other organs. The ruptured internal organs were repairing rapidly, and the burst blood vessels were reconnecting. The skill of Dinosaur Possession not only strengthened Lin Kong's body's speed, strength, reaction force and so on, but also greatly strengthened his self-repair ability. Previously, Lin Kong used a knife to cut his fingers to verify his recovery ability. The conclusion he came to was, his recovery ability was at least comparable to that of a level 2 new human. In other words, it only took a few dozen seconds for Lin Kong's lungs to recover to a good state, and then he would be able to breathe normally. However, Lin Kong couldn't wait in the freezer for a few dozen seconds, because the Tyrannosaurus Rex was still desperately escaping outside. Without Lin Kong's command, the Tyrannosaurus Rex would be torn to pieces in 2 or 3 seconds. He had to go out and continue to command the Tyrannosaurus Rex to fight. "Fei, make a pillar. I want to jump on it." Lin Kong pointed to the bottom of the hole and said, "Do you still want to?" Wu Fei looked at Lin Kong's serious injury and wanted to persuade Lin Kong to recover from his injuries first. However, before he finished speaking, he was interrupted by Lin Kong rudely. "Hurry up. The pillar." Lin Kong didn't have time to talk nonsense. Every second of delay, the situation of the Tyrannosaurus Rex became more dangerous. Once the Tyrannosaurus Rex died, there would be nothing to resist the terrible suppression of the level 3 zombies. By then, everyone would die. Seeing Lin Kong's anxious tone, Wu Fei stopped being a waste and quickly circulated his spiritual energy to create a soil pillar under the hole. Lin Kong took a run up and jumped onto the soil pillar. Then, with another strong jump, he successfully passed the hole and reached the roof. Soon, Lin Kong found the figure of the Tyrannosaurus Rex. "Here I come, Tyrannosaurus. From now on, let's fight side by side." Chapter 172 Preparing to counterattack. At the gate of the gathering place, the 3 members of the cannon team were gathered together to discuss the next task. The coquettish woman asked, "Husband, are there any strong zombies near the meteorite?" This time, their task is to find the meteorite that fell on the county town. The meteorite is very important for the president's plan to save the world. Therefore, they must bring the meteorite back to the laboratory for research. In order to ensure the success of the mission, they must investigate the possible dangers before going to the destination. Let me predict. The pink-clothed cannon man's water of the future has the ability to predict the future. Just when he wanted to use his ability to predict the dangers near the meteorite, he found that in the picture in the water mirror, Lin Kong, who was about to be shocked to death by the suppression of the level 3 zombies, could move at this time. How could it be? Isn't he an ordinary person? How can he resist the suppression of the level 3 zombies? The pink-clothed cannon man pointed at Lin Kong in the water mirror and asked the 2 women next to him in surprise. Just when he was distracted for a moment, the situation in the freezer changed drastically in an instant. Lin Kong, who was about to die, could not only move, but also activated the transformation skill of Triceratops again. The plump woman carefully observed the picture in the water mirror and immediately found the clue. "Honey, look, not only him, but other people can also move normally." Pull the picture of the water mirror to other places and have a look. Hearing the plump woman's reminder, the pink-clothed cannon man quickly adjusted the angle of the water mirror and immediately found the changes in the freezer. "Those 2 level 3 zombies are gone? What's going on?" The pink-clothed cannon man now regretted it very much. "I should have observed it carefully just now. The reason why this guy was able to get out of the predicament just now must be that he used some powerful trump cards. Alas, I actually missed a good opportunity to obtain intelligence from the enemy." Previously, the pink-clothed cannon man thought that Lin Kong was dead. Now, Lin Kong is alive and well. Such a change has changed the mentality of the pink-clothed cannon man. He greeted the coquettish woman and the plump woman, and ordered solemnly, "Let's put aside the search for meteorites from outer space. Let's keep a close eye on this guy. Maybe my water of the future is not wrong. This guy can really threaten the life of the president." "Yes, husband." "Okay, husband." Both of them carefully observed Lin Kong's every move in the water mirror. Just now, there were 2 level 3 zombies in the freezer that were impossible to defeat, and in the blink of an eye, the level 3 zombies suddenly disappeared. This strange situation made the 3 people of the artillery team stand on guard. Now, they dared not despise Lin Kong because of his ordinary identity. The roof of the freezer. Lin Kong, who had just jumped up, found the location of the Tyrannosaurus Rex in an instant through his unique induction with the Tyrannosaurus Rex. The Tyrannosaurus Rex moved left and right, advancing in an S shape, although the bouncing zombies and dang zombies behind him were chasing closely. They could not catch the extremely flexible Tyrannosaurus Rex for a while. Great, nothing happened. Seeing the safe and sound Tyrannosaurus Rex, Lin Kong finally breathed a sigh of relief. At this time, ho ho, ho ho, the roars of various zombies came from all around. There were still dozens of agile mutant zombies on the roof. Because of the presence of the twin girl zombies just now, these mutant zombies, like the people in the freezer, were also unable to move by the terrible suppression force. Now, the bouncing zombies and dang zombies have run far away, and the suppression force has disappeared. These agile mutant zombies have excitedly attacked again. Some surrounded Lin Kong, while others went to the hole, wanting to jump into the freezer to have a good time. There are still zombies up there. You keep fighting. Lin Kong could only remind everyone in the freezer loudly. The Tyrannosaurus Rex was being hunted by level 3 zombies, so he had to help it. Lin Kong didn't have time to clear the agile zombies around him, so everyone in the freezer had to rely on themselves. Papa. His head was still a little dizzy, causing the images in his eyes to have some double images, so Lin Kong slapped his head a few times. It was like when there was a problem with the TV at home, slapping it would fix it. Sure enough, the original text is available at Liu number 9/. After being slapped on the head twice, he instantly became much more awake, and the images in his eyes no longer had blurry double images. After his head was awake, Lin Kong turned into a gust of wind and rushed towards the direction of the Tyrannosaurus Rex. As for the mutant zombies around him, they couldn't catch up with Lin Kong's speed at all and were soon left behind. Because of the suppression power of the level 3 zombies, Lin Kong couldn't get close to the bounce zombie and dang zombie. Therefore, the only one Lin Kong could rely on was the Tyrannosaurus Rex that ignored the suppression power. However, the Tyrannosaurus Rex is only a level 2 mutant beast after all, with a level difference of 1 level. Moreover, there are 2 enemies. Therefore, we must not attack blindly, and we must formulate an effective strategy. Don't jump into the house, you idiot dragon. I can't see you. Come out quickly. Yes. Run around it. There is a pillar next to it. Run over. King Kin walks around the pillar. Lin Kong remotely commanded the Tyrannosaurus Rex to avoid the attack of the level 3 zombies while continuing to think about the winning strategy. First, measure the weaknesses and strengths of both sides. Our weakness is that our body is too fragile, and we will be finished if we are hit. When we have Forbidden Fire Eye, we can temporarily fix the enemy's body. The enemy's weakness is that the IQ is too low. As long as we firmly grasp this point, we can turn defeat into victory. Lin Kong's mind quickly analyzed, and one plan after another popped out of his mind. A minute passed. Lin Kong gritted his teeth and finalized a rough plan. Very good. Let's do it. This plan can not only maximize the safety of the Tyrannosaurus Rex, but also kill Dandan and Dang with a high probability. Oh no, the speed of the Tyrannosaurus Rex is starting to slow down. It seems that it is tired. The Tyrannosaurus Rex is a normal creature with limited physical strength. It is impossible to keep running for a long time. Zombies, on the other hand, are monsters that will never get tired and their speed will never slow down. Therefore, once the speed of the Tyrannosaurus Rex drops to a certain level, it will not be far from death. Therefore, there is no more hesitation. It is necessary to take advantage of the Tyrannosaurus Rex's sufficient physical strength to launch an attack on the enemy in time. Chapter 173 The Stopping Hand. In the gathering place, the Tyrannosaurus Rex was teasing 2 level 3 mutant zombies in the flower bed near the cafeteria. Lin Kong was on the roof of the cafeteria, giving remote commands. Because there were many agile zombies on the roof, Lin Kong had to try his best to avoid the attacks of these zombies while giving commands. If he was really surrounded and couldn't dodge, Lin Kong would summon the 7 black balls, 7 black frost. Give me ice. With a burst of blue cold air, the mutant zombies that surged up around were immediately frozen into crystal clear ice sculptures. Lin Kong didn't have time to blow up these zombies that turned into ice sculptures. He hurriedly issued an action order to the Tyrannosaurus Rex. Damn dragon, jump on the back of, bounce. Because of the telepathy, even if Lin Kong was 40 or 50 meters away from the Tyrannosaurus Rex, he could still accurately and effectively transmit the order to the Tyrannosaurus Rex's brain. Until finally receiving Lin Kong's order to attack, The Tyrannosaurus roared excitedly. It jumped from the ground and easily jumped onto the back of the bouncing zombie. Then, the Tyrannosaurus used its little butt to provoke another dang zombie. Lin Kong planned to use the same trick again, but, this time, he miscalculated. The dang zombie, who was angered by the Tyrannosaurus, raised his palm and slapped the Tyrannosaurus on the back of the bouncing zombie. Swish! The speed of the palm was so fast that it even cut through the air, causing the air to produce a whistling sound. Now, get out of the way. Under Lin Kong's command, the Tyrannosaurus jumped away in time before the palm of the dang zombie fell. In this way, the palm of the dang zombie would fall on the back of the bouncing zombie. However, an accident happened. Whoosh! The palm of the dang zombie actually stopped. After the Tyrannosaurus Rex jumped away, the dang zombie actually stopped its high-speed palm slapping in a short moment. How could this happen? Lin Kong, who was on the roof of the cafeteria, was stunned when he saw this scene. Impossible. The IQ of zombies is so low that it is impossible for them to learn the lesson of not attacking friendly forces just by making a mistake once. Moreover, it is impossible for a stupid and agile zombie to stop the palm waving at high speed in time. Even if dang zombie slaps dozens of times, it is estimated that it will not be able to learn the skill of stopping the palm. Maybe it's just a coincidence. Lin Kong can only use a coincidence to explain the behavior of dang zombie just now. Coincidences happen once, but not twice. Pit Dragon, jump onto Bangden's shoulder. Lin Kong commanded the Tyrannosaurus Rex to stand on the shoulder of Bangden zombie, and once again twisted his butt to provoke dang zombie. Swish! The angry palm of the dang zombie slapped down again. There was a whistling sound of the air being broken. The Tyrannosaurus Rex dodged nimbly. Whoosh! The palm that fell at high speed braked again and stopped 1 centimeter away from the back of the bouncing zombie. Stopped again? Are you kidding me? Lin Kong quickly let the Tyrannosaurus Rex jump off the body of the bouncing zombie. Once was a coincidence, twice was not a coincidence. While Lin Kong controlled the Tyrannosaurus Rex to avoid the zombie's attacks, he quickly thought, judging from the appearance of the dang zombie, it should still be in a low IQ state. But why can it always stop its palm? What happened to this dang zombie? Originally, Lin Kong planned to let the dang zombie slap the bouncing zombie away with one palm. As long as the bouncing zombie was slapped away, the Tyrannosaurus Rex could fight one-on-one. It's hard to fight two zombies, but if there is only one level 3 zombie, Lin Kong is confident that the Tyrannosaurus Rex can win this duel. However, at present, the palm of dang zombie can stop in time. Then, the Tyrannosaurus Rex can only fight 1 against 2. 1 against 2. The tolerance rate is too low. If the Tyrannosaurus Rex attacks one of the zombies, the remaining zombie can seize the gap of the Tyrannosaurus Rex's attack and hurt the Tyrannosaurus Rex. The original text is in Liu number 9 at book/bar. Because the Tyrannosaurus Rex's defense is too low, once it is hit once, it is likely to die directly. Therefore, it is absolutely impossible to fight 1 against 2. However, the plan of letting the zombie slap the other zombie away failed. Lin Kong can't think of a way to separate them for the time being. Now, Lin Kong is in trouble. At the gate of the gathering place, the 3 pink-coated cannon men who are observing through the water mirror are also experienced in combat. Through careful observation, they have roughly guessed Lin Kong's battle plan. The coquettish woman praised, although this guy's own strength is not very good, his brain is still good, and he knows the tactics of attacking the enemy with the enemy. The plump woman also nodded in agreement. Not only does he think quickly, but his strange freezing skills and possession skills are also quite good. After this observation, the two of them almost knew all of Lin Kong's skills. Suddenly, the pink-clothed man spoke. This guy is just smart. Look at his expression. I guess he can't even find out the reason why the zombies stopped their palms. Oh, it's true. He didn't even see such a simple reason. He is really stupid. The coquettish woman who thought Lin Kong was smart before found that Lin Kong looked confused. Suddenly, She felt that Lin Kong lacked real wisdom. Instead, the plump woman next to him said something for Lin Kong. Look at the corner of his mouth. There is still blood flowing out. I guess this guy's injuries have not fully recovered, so he can't have a comprehensive understanding of the whole situation. The three of them observed and exchanged their views on Lin Kong, and based on the information obtained from observation, they planned a plan to deal with Lin Kong later. If Lin Kong was eaten by a level 3 zombie, this would of course be the best. If Lin Kong was not eaten, then the pink-coated cannon man would personally get rid of Lin Kong. Indeed, as the plump woman said, Lin Kong's injuries have not fully recovered. His lungs can't even breathe hard, and there are waves of dizziness in his head. He needs to rest before he can think better, but now he can't rest. If he doesn't rest, Lin Kong can't think accurately and effectively. Therefore, Lin Kong fell into a vicious circle. There were even auditory hallucinations in his ears. The objects seen by both eyes gradually produced blurred double images. Chapter 174 Z Wang's support. The speed of the Tyrannosaurus Rex in the flower bed near the cafeteria was gradually slowing down. The long intense escape caused its body to become more and more exhausted. On the roof of the cafeteria, Lin Kong shook his head vigorously, trying to clear his mind. But the hallucinations in his ears became louder and more complicated. The things he saw in his eyes not only had blurred double images, but also black shadows. Waves of sleepiness surged into Lin Kong's mind like a tide. His legs began to weaken, and his eyelids seemed to be filled with lead, especially heavy, and kept closing. I want to sleep so much. Lin Kong slapped himself hard. Oh no, it must be because I lost too much blood and was injured too seriously. So my body is eager to rest. Lin Kong is now in a very dangerous situation. Not only does he have to fight the waves of sleepiness in his body, but he also has to continue to command the Tyrannosaurus Rex to avoid the zombies' attacks. At the same time, Lin Kong must come up with a way to defeat the level 3 zombies as soon as possible. It's over. I can't seem to hold on any longer. Lin Kong was horrified to find that although he could continue to direct the actions of the Tyrannosaurus Rex, he could no longer come up with any more counterattack plans. This was really too bad. Most of the difficulties he encountered in the past were difficult enemies. At that time, Lin Kong could continue to think and find solutions. But now, his biggest difficulty is the physical weakness. This weakness made it impossible for him to think efficiently. Without a surprising strategy, Lin Kong could not defeat 2 level 3 zombies with just a level 2 Tyrannosaurus Rex. Is this the end? Lin Kong found that the Tyrannosaurus Rex in the flower bed was almost hit when he was avoiding the zombies' attack. It was so close. A drop of cold sweat flowed down Lin Kong's forehead. However, you can't escape the first day. The Tyrannosaurus Rex's movement speed is getting slower and slower, and sooner or later it will be hit by the level 3 zombies. Think quickly. Think quickly. Come up with a solution quickly. Lin Kong held his head with both hands, hoping to think of a way to reverse the situation. However, the waves of sleepiness that came over him were as turbulent as the waves in the sea. He couldn't think of a solution at all. Just when Lin Kong was distressed and depressed, a figure rushed out from the hole on the roof behind him, holding a black thermos cup in his hand. It was Z Wang, the cultivation expert in the gathering place. He held the thermos cup tightly and ran towards Lin Kong quickly, although there were still some agile zombies around to block him. But as a level 2 new human, Z Wang, if he only wanted to escape, those mutant zombies would not be able to cause him any substantial harm. Brother Lin Kong, I'm here, Z Wang shouted with a smile on his face. Lin Kong turned his head. What are you doing up here? Z Wang was the only level 2 new human in the freezer, and now he ran up. If the level 2 zombies ran down the hole, wouldn't all the people in the freezer be doomed? Z Wang knew Lin Kong's worries, and after running over, he immediately explained, Don't worry, I asked a few new humans who know Earth's wrath to seal the hole with soil pillars. After explaining, Z Wang quickly opened the thermos cup and handed it to Lin Kong. Here, Brother Lin Kong, this is sugar water, drink it quickly and replenish some energy first. Lin Kong was weak, so without saying a word, he drank the particularly sweet sugar water in the thermos cup. After drinking it, he had time to ask, Why did you run up here? Zi Wang covered the thermos cup and rubbed his hands at Lin Kong and said, I ran up here to treat you. Treat? Lin Kong was stunned. Zi Wang's superpower is perspective, which does not have the function of treatment. It's too late to explain? You should quickly focus on the dinosaur. Zi Wang pointed at the Tyrannosaurus rex in the flower bed and exclaimed. The original text is available at Liu number 9 / Oh. You pit dragon. Run to the left quickly. Lin Kong quickly commanded the Tyrannosaurus rex, and narrowly avoided another fatal attack. At the same time, Zi Wang's hands, with 5 fingers open, quietly pressed against Lin Kong's back. Strands of white spiritual energy passed from Zi Wang's 5 fingers to Lin Kong's back, and then from the back to Lin Kong's heart, lungs, eyes, brain and other parts. Wow, my lungs can breathe normally. My vision is not blurred, and my head can finally think normally. Lin Kong was surprised to find that his body was recovering rapidly. Don't forget, I can be a cultivation expert, although I don't know the skills of sensing and rotating of spiritual energy. But, in terms of treatment, I am a master. Zi Wang's superpower is perspective, which can clearly see Lin Kong's physical condition. When in the freezer, he used his ability to discover Lin Kong's exhausted body that was overwhelmed. Then, Lin Kong rushed out of the freezer and continued to fight with the Tyrannosaurus rex on the roof. Zi Wang thought Lin Kong could hold on, so he didn't plan to come up to help, but later he found that Lin Kong's body was shaking constantly, and his eyelids were drooping. Because the roof was too dangerous, Zi Wang didn't dare to come up, but when he thought about it, if Lin Kong and the Tyrannosaurus rex died suddenly, he would not be spared in the freezer. So, Zi Wang gritted his teeth and finally decided to come up to treat Lin Kong. With the help of the perspective ability, Zi Wang's aura can be targeted for treatment. After all, Zi Wang is also a level 2 new human, and his ability to control aura is quite good. Not only did he quickly repair the congestion in Lin Kong's lungs, he also treated Lin Kong's head. After receiving treatment, Lin Kong found that he could finally command the Tyrannosaurus rex to escape while thinking carefully. Hey, thank you, Expert Z. Lin Kong turned around and thanked him, and a confident smile appeared on his face. Lin Kong, who had regained his ability to think, soon discovered the secret of the dang zombie's stopping hand. Because it was being controlled by another zombie with higher intelligence. That zombie was wearing a neat suit. One of the zombie's eyes was hung by a thin muscle next to its nose. The zombie's eyes looked similar to those of a normal person, and it seemed to be a level 3 zombie. The zombie's eyes were staring straight at the dang zombie, and his eyeballs were constantly flashing white light, as if conveying some information or something. The flashing white light was too obvious. Even though they were more than 100 meters apart, Lin Kong could still spot it. If what he expected was correct, the zombie with the hanging eyeball was the huge zombie, who was controlling this zombie tide. Chapter 175, Zombie Charge. Now that we know the reason, it's easier to deal with it. When Lin Kong found out that it was Huge Corpse who was commanding the dang zombie, he curled his lips confidently. He had already thought of a way to deal with it. Dang zombie, run behind the wall. Under Lin Kong's command, the Tyrannosaurus rex turned and ran behind a concrete wall. The bouncing zombie and the dang zombie followed closely behind and also came behind the concrete wall. Okay, now you can jump on the dang zombie. Once again, Lin Kong asked the Tyrannosaurus rex to use a provocative trick. The dang zombie angrily slapped the Tyrannosaurus rex. The Tyrannosaurus rex jumped to the side. Then, bang! The dang zombie slapped the dang zombie away. The reason why the trick of fighting the enemy with the enemy was successful this time was that after the two zombies came behind the concrete wall, Huge Corpse at the cafeteria gate could not see the two figures. As a result, Huge Corpse naturally could not stop bouncing zombie's palm in time. After dang zombie was slapped away, he crashed into the dormitory building. There was only a crackling sound inside, and it seemed that a lot of debris was broken. Dang zombie wanted to come back to fight, and at least there was still 6 or 7 seconds. These 6 or 7 seconds were enough for the Tyrannosaurus rex to bite. Bouncing zombie, to death. Bite her heel first. Under Lin Kong's command, the first target of the Tyrannosaurus Rex was the heel of bouncing zombie Kaka. Because the defense of the level 3 zombie was too high, the Tyrannosaurus Rex did not bite off the heel directly, but only tore off a piece of flesh and blood. Ouch! Mommy, it hurts so much. Bouncing zombie screamed in pain. As a level 3 zombie, she already had some ability to perceive pain. Therefore, she became even more angry. She bent down and was about to slap the Tyrannosaurus Rex that bit her heel to death, jump up and bite her neck and cervical vertebrae. The heel was just a cover. Lin Kong's real target was the cervical vertebrae of the bouncing zombie. When it bent down, the cervical vertebrae behind its neck were exposed. The Tyrannosaurus Rex jumped up, opened its mouth and started biting madly. Ka ka ka. The bouncing zombie stood up. Ho ho ah tilde. Mamma mia tilde, she roared while grabbing the Tyrannosaurus Rex biting on her shoulder. Forbidden Fire Eye. Activate. Swish, 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 swish. 6 consecutive shots. One after another, blazing flames with the confinement effect shot at the head and shoulders of the bouncing zombie. After the blazing flames hit the head, the bouncing zombie could not turn around to bite the Tyrannosaurus Rex. After the confinement flames hit the shoulders, the bouncing zombie lost control of his hands and could not lift them up to scratch the Tyrannosaurus Rex. Keep biting. Lin Kong ordered the Tyrannosaurus to bite at a high frequency. Crack, 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 crack. A crazy bite. The defense of the level 3 zombie is abnormal. The Tyrannosaurus bit for a long time, and the flesh on the neck was bitten off, but the thick white cervical vertebra was still not bitten off. However, there were many cracks on the cervical vertebra. It seems that it may be bitten off in 3 or 4 seconds. However, the time of Forbidden Fire Eye has expired. Bouncing zombie can continue to move. At the same time, swoosh, a long tongue shot towards the Tyrannosaurus like lightning. Dang dang zombie launched her tongue attack. Jump. The Tyrannosaurus could no longer attack, and Lin Kong ordered it to retreat temporarily. It is better to be safe than sorry. Don't worry, as long as they are separated temporarily once more, the Tyrannosaurus can deal with bouncing zombie. As long as the bouncing zombie is killed, Lin Kong can use the same method to kill the remaining dang dang zombie. Just when Lin Kong was confident, the huge corpse, wearing a suit and with drooping eyes, ran over. It planned to join the battlefield and help fight together. Wang, don't stand there. The original text is available at Liu number 9/. In order to prevent the huge corpse from discovering his presence, Lin Kong urged Wang to lie on the ground together. Lin Kong poked his head out from the edge of the roof and continued to observe the situation below. 1 against 2. Lin Kong can use the separation method to form a one-on-one situation. But now, the more intelligent huge corpse has joined the battlefield, and it is difficult for Lin Kong to separate them. Originally, the bouncing zombie was about to be bitten to death, but now a huge corpse has come. Victory was just around the corner, but Lin Kong was faced with a new problem. While Lin Kong was thinking, Wang beside him patted her shoulder and reminded him, "Brother Lin Kong, there are many zombies coming from behind." Looking back, he found that there were dozens of agile mutant zombies surrounding the ice sculpture. Because the hole leading to the freezer was blocked, all the zombies rushed towards Lin Kong and Wang on the roof. These agile zombies jumped and attacked Lin Kong together. 7 black freeze, 7 black freeze, 7 black freeze, launch, 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 crack, crack, crack. Lin Kong continuously emitted several blue cold air, freezing all the zombies rushing around. Originally, there were only ice sculptures made up of zombies around Lin Kong, but now, 70 or 80 zombies were tightly squeezed together and frozen into 3 or 4 huge icebergs. Then, when the sun's light shone down, the iceberg began to shine, quite dazzling and eye-catching. If people can notice it, zombies can naturally notice it too. The huge corpse looked up and saw the 3 or 4 icebergs on the roof. It didn't matter that he found the zombies frozen into icebergs. What mattered was that the huge corpse found Lin Kong and Wang. He tilde eat him. Eat this damn human. He tilde. The huge corpse rolled his eyes, pointed at Lin Kong and Zi Wang on the roof, and gave an order. Then, all the mutant zombies, densely packed, rushed over like a tide. A rough estimate showed that there were at least 3,000 or 4,000 mutant zombies. Needless to say, the agile zombies jumped onto the roof like dumplings in a pot. As for the power zombies who were not good at speed, they directly used the stacked monk method, stepping on the ground one by one. They, like grasshoppers, rushed to the crops, like the ancient army that was fearless of death rushed to the city wall, and like hungry ants found a piece of candy on the ground. They, with red eyes, mad, roaring, rushed to the roof. If so many zombies all ran up, I'm afraid even the roof of the cafeteria would collapse. The collective charge of 3,000 or 4,000 zombies was really terrifying. The ground was shaking, the building was shaking. Zi Wang's heart was pounding. End of this chapter. Thank you very much for reaching the end. Don't forget to like. Looking for more exclusive content and immediate access? Subscribe to our Patreon. Remember, every like, subscription, or donation encourages us to continue. Thanks to everyone. See you in the next video.